China wa my hoda. Stay back and stay safe. Emomono, aya fredum jejuma yefo, ana posifo, no momeshen swano, utuminso, efre National Petroleum Authority, ewo 0302-550-380. Kaise, wunkwa wohoi, ehu hiya bebre, esen sa fangono, kokoboy, National Petroleum Authority, enede bro.
Bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you, hand in hand. We stand with you, so lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go, where all your dreams come alive. CBG will make you smile, we will rise with you. Your business will flourish, your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG, we stand with you.
License.
Technology that's made for you, style that fits your life, and prices made for real people. Hisense brings you a complete range of home solutions, from powerful air conditioners that keep you cool to smart televisions that bring entertainment to life, energy-efficient refrigerators, reliable washing machines, modern electric and gas cookers, microwaves, irons, kitchen essentials, and so much more. All designed with innovation, durability, and everyday affordability in mind. With Hisense, you don't just buy appliances. You invest in quality you can trust, backed by up to 5 years manufacturer defect warranty for peace of mind. Remember, all genuine Hisense products are sold in-store only. Customers are advised not to engage in online purchases, as it would be at their own risk. Visit your nearest Hisense showroom today. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
No. Nancy, dear, would you any as a confidence level so as a cosropa? I was some manichi. If it's my fan, Mr. Kill, I a bear kasa. Or from me draw Mr. Kill, I a bear memoir. And your friend now obey who debates. Tell him. Hey, now I don't know fan word capsa. That's all moi, Mr. Kill, ya my friend. My bear memoir. Case closed. Miss me person me a bear kasa. And Mr. Kill ni buanyato. Mr. Kill, our pharmacist. And over-the-counter medicine shops. Dudua Kokunlun Ghana Limited, East Legon, a Champo Junction. For 0244-139-176 and 0204-139-176. A member what do you feel doing what you do and the firm Mr. Kill. FDA Aji Ejedi Nkratu Yatum.
Radio Gold Station. Radio Gold. Now that we're here, the difference is clear.
90.5.
Are on air. Radio Gold 90.5 FM. Online www.radiogoldlive.com and on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Radio Gold 905 FM. Follow, like, and share.
Like you've been told, the station is gold, never gets cold. So just be bold. Advertise. 'Cause here, you sell out.
Do you know what listeners like about our station? It's everything.
I like everything. I love Radio Gold 90.5.
Another 6 o'clock is here. Wake up and meet the morning dear. Brand new day, it's a brand new slate. Like Barack say, yes I can. Don't let the worries of yesterday hold you down on this lovely day. Well, look up in the mirror and say, yes, I can. Open your face, open your face. Nothing away, nothing away. Kani mukwala kabo. Magana marekena blow. Nothing away, nothing away. Open your face, open your face. Magana marekena blow. Kani mukwala kabo.
Just do it. Tired of lying to yourself yet. Don't you know you are your best bet? Who you waiting for? Who you waiting for? You've got all you need more. They won't want to help when it's convenient. Tell you all of this is for experience. She put no heart in your body and in your out here. Just take a step and things will fall in place. Even when time flies, no one can catch it. So don't waste all your free granted. Your time is now, your time is now. Just believe it, take it, yes I can.
Burn your face,
On your face.
nothing away, nothing away. Kani mukwala kabo. Magana marekena blow. Nothing away, nothing away. Open your face, open your face. Magana marekena blow. Kani mukwala kabo.
Don't wait, the time will never be just right. Start from where you're standing now. Work with what you have. Work with what you've got.
No one said it would be easy. Anyone that ever made it said it wasn't easy. Hey, well, look up in the mirror and say, yes, I can. Open your face, open your face. Nothing away, nothing away. Kani mukwala kabo. Magana marekena blow. Nothing away, nothing away. Open your face, open your face. Magana marekena blow. Kani mukwala kabo.
And it is never too late. How does the House of Folk people say it?
Never say
Never
that.
say that until the bones are rotting.
Open your face, open your face. Until Kani mukwala kapo. Megane madikena blow. Until open your face, open your face. Megane madikena blow. Kani mukwala kapo. Open your face, open your face.
You know, there was a time when we think some dreams have to be pursued at a particular time. A particular time in your life. That you have to be a certain age to pursue certain dreams. Now, I want you to take a moment and check the German coach. At what time he started coaching? At what age he started coaching? Because everybody thinks, coach, dear, you have to have some small experience and go through. No, go and check at what age he started coaching. It is never too early. It is never too late. But there are some dreams that when the sun sets on it, the sun has set on that dream. You are 40, you say you are now coming to pursue, what do they call it, professional football career. Please, don't kill yourself. There are some dreams that the sun will set on. Doesn't mean that you can still not work within the football arena. You can, but perhaps the sun has set on a dream of being a professional footballer. You know, some people will be telling me that, you know, a number of people who are 40 years who are now shining in football. I don't know. But what I know is that to start at 40 is a difficult task because of the physical demands of football. So there are some dreams that the sun will set on. There are some that you can pursue at any age you want. So, depending on what choices you make. This is the Gold Morning Conversation live on Radio Gold 90.5 FM. This morning, we are live on YouTube, Radio Gold 905 FM. Radio Gold 905 FM. We are live on YouTube this morning. And I think Mesha commented already there. And good morning to Jed Morgan and a few of you who are watching us.
Can I get some bobo? No be every Rasta man where it be bobo. What I go hustle do, sometimes you go take cocoa. See Abochi eat the work on the lotto. These twins know the bag go, they catch photo. Be like say hard work still be the mamoto. God dey your side, and ya fe bonoko. And I'm a they no go fit do you fuck. Whatever be your hustle, make you no lose God, you go make 'em. He go hard oh, but make you no slack oh, you go make 'em. Whatever be your hustle, make you no lose God, you go make 'em. He go hard oh, but make you no lose God, you go make 'em. Very early in the morning, we dey hit the road in search of money. As you dey drive, some go be walking. See, she loves recording, I love performing, he loves his farming. Every day we're learning, we're still exploring, is the prize rewarding? See, whatever be your hustle, make you no lose God, you go make 'em. He go hard oh, make you no lose God, you go make 'em. I say whatever be your hustle, make you no slack oh, you go make 'em. He go hard oh, but make you no lose God, you go make 'em. Hey.
And why not? Why not? Why would you believe you can't make it?
Whatever be your hustle, make you no lose God, you go make 'em. He go hard oh.
Well, a reminder once again, it's a Gold Morning Conversation. I am Sena, Nombo. Yes, SM told you that.
You no lose God,
when he took you to the newspaper review segment.
He go hard oh.
Up next, we share with you the weather forecast.
Go make 'em.
We are with you from now till 10 a.m. We'll hand over for the mid-morning show. Don't forget, YouTube social media is produced by Alaska B, our social media broadcast handled by Alaska B. Thank you very much for choosing us this morning. Show produced by Eric Boatin, Patrick Asford Wade. You've met SM already, you met Nancy, and then you met them.
Sam Snake.
Some dreams can be very expensive. Very, very expensive. It costs you money. You have to save for it. You have to go through training. You have to do a lot of things to get to where you really want to get to. Yeah, that's why I say some dreams can be very, very expensive. And one of them is a training in IT. I've seen a few friends who tried to go through a training in any course in IT. It can be coding, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity. That one, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, costs you tons of money to go through those kind of training just to get the basic understanding of what those two means and what they require. Alone will cost you a lot. Then there's coding. Then among others. Well, the government of Ghana has decided to make it easier for you. They want to raise 1 million coders. And that is why they are doing the 1 million coders program. It's the government of Ghana's initiative to train 1 million Ghanaians in coding. That's not all. Artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and digital skills. And on Monday, the 11th of May, it went nationwide with over 130 learning centers opening across all 16 regions of Ghana. Over 90,000 Ghanaians applied in just 48 hours. That tells you everything about the demand. The program is free and it is open to everyone. Students, working professionals, entrepreneurs, and persons with disability, whether you have coded before or you are starting from the scratch. Phase 2 registration is open right now for you. Go to www.1millioncoders.gov.gh. In other words, www.1millioncoders.gov.gh. And register today for further assistance. The numbers to call and inquiries. Call 0303 983 919 or 0303 983 914. 1 million coders, 1 Ghana. The future starts here. And of course, your eyes are important. Everything that you have currently You have to make a conscious effort to safeguard it. Your health, your eyes, even the feet you walk with, your hips. You have to make a conscious effort to safeguard it. They are not like cars, they are not built to last you in optimum condition your entire life. So the decisions you make, your maintenance culture when it comes to your body, the kind of fuel, yes, you feed to your body are all important. And one of the places you have to be cautious of is your eyesight. So if you're struggling with vision problems or headaches, Third Eye Care Vision Center offers comprehensive eye solutions for you, from new glasses to advanced diagnostics. They have skilled optometrists. Their technology is up to modern standards. And they will ensure that you get top-notch care, no matter how old the person is. We have extensive eyewear offerings, and they specialize in, like I said, advanced diagnostic tests. When it comes to eye pressure checking, fundus photography, and OCT and VFT scanning, they have you covered. As a DVLA accredited eye examination center, also trust them for accurate and reliable assessments. So for the purpose of acquiring a driving license, you need to do an eye examination. Just go to Third Eye Care. You can find them at Northreach. They are on the same premises with Sunny FM, Airport Residential Area, the opposite the Mirage Residence near Association International School. They also have a branch, the Fredericks branch at the Swansea Shopping Arcade and Accra Central. They are open Mondays to Fridays. They open from 8 a.m. They open 8 a.m. this morning. Close at 7:30 p.m. all branches. Saturdays 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. all branches. Then on Sundays 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. They open the airport branch only to the public. Contact them now. Call now to schedule your appointment. The numbers to call the Northreach branch on 0245 93 83 89. Call the airport residential area branch on 0543 287008. Third Eye Care, your vision, our priority. And also, the story of SIC. Over 60 years, SIC Insurance has begun its shield built on integrity, reliability, and care. From motor to fire, accident to travel, marine and more, whatever you value, SIC says you should insure it with confidence, insure it with care, insure it with SIC Insurance. Because at the heart of every policy, SIC makes you a promise, which is sacred to them, to care, to deliver, to be there when it matters most. Call them on 0800 100 055 or talk to a broker or license agent today. SIC Insurance, our promises are sacred. And finally, if you are chatting with someone who says they work with the National Lottery Authority, they have a group that, no. Management of the National Lottery Authority says, hold on. And they want to tell you not to indulge that person. That person is a fraudster. Anybody who sends messages on Facebook, WhatsApp, or other social media platforms in the name of the NLA or impersonating NLA officials promising leaked winning lotto numbers in exchange for a fee is a fraudster. So do not indulge them. NLA does not give out leaked winning numbers, and as long as anyone or a group of people to register people for a fee in exchange for lotto numbers. Their games are purely games of chance, so just play and win. NLA will not be held liable for any losses arising from indulging these fraudsters. They are alleged to scam and play responsibly. For further inquiries, contact NLA's customer service helplines. The numbers to call 0266 087 966 or 0266 087 946. NLA, development through games. Of course, we'll get to the weather shortly. After which we'll do our morning call segment.
Sam Snake.
SM, good morning.
Morning, Sena.
Before Nancy takes the seat and helps us with the weather so that I don't forget.
Oh, okay.
The last time we were having this discussion on the Kenoforiata matter as it applies in the animal rights practice, law practice. One of the things that I forgot to ask is whether you can transpose the practice of animal rights law on the law currently. So, since this one, let's assume that this is animal rights law. And Ken Oforiatta is the one who has gone, I don't want to call him any animal. I want to be careful.
Yeah.
He's a stray animal that has gone to chop something and has run away. So in this case, when you do an analysis, who is the owner that you hold accountable?
Oh, said it is all far no man a minister. I don't know who holding accountable. And I say be a one more no more a buy more far no say minister.
Okay. So in animal rights law, who would have gone? Is it Nado or the guy or the party?
The any war and more embremuno and cadie nabuano.
Okay.
So what I say?
So that's the MPP. Okay.
To translate their back in Oforiatta the say the MPP and then the president.
Okay.
And you be two. But the more the end you can't sue God.
Okay.
You can't sue God.
Okay.
The nabuano no way.
Okay. Okay. I see. Very interesting. So in animal rights law, by now you would have dragged MPP and
the president, the former president. Sorry.
Oh, okay, the former president before. To answer questions on behalf of. Okay.
So they also
yeah. No, but most of the time they refuse to go. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Sorry, we're just taking some clarification.
And more Lord,
It looks simple and straightforward.
Yeah. You were asking where Tokon will go next. Obet me on to me from Bramo.
I just say, or the Kobe big crans and a bit me drill.
Okay.
Yeah, enough almost how.
What jurisdiction in human matters?
Oh, yes, said your mom across a court.
They can run the case and then they will see that now its value must like now it is a more then they can refer it to them.
I get it.
So they haven't gotten when they get to that stage.
Say more some maybe we say.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm okay. I have a friend who wants to become an animal rights lawyer.
And you're
which school? Is the school that trains lawyers for that? What? Is it apprenticeship? Is it through apprenticeship or
it's
an academic discourse community dedicated?
It's the only one.
Oh, okay.
So the person has to come and see you.
Yes.
Okay, like the olden days, how they used to train lawyers. How Nanado became
a lawyer.
You people.
Oh, but it's not how he did he go to law school? Was he called to any?
So like we are training Ruth.
Yeah.
So you be following me.
Yeah.
Up and up.
No, Tinana say you
by the time you realize, I am a journalist. I am a. She is going to school.
She is going to the school. So she is different from.
Like Gava.
Yes. You see, that's why. So she is like the normal. The process you go through to become a lawyer.
You know, I don't say no. Ube konsu, ube chedware, ube sinema, ube prapra, ube take the bag.
Yes, the bag that you carry for. Nancy, please share with us the weather.
All right, so in the early hours of this morning, mostly cloudy weather is anticipated for most parts of the country amidst misty and foggy conditions over the coast, forests, and mountainous areas. As the day progresses, mostly sunny conditions will prevail across the country, with the likelihood of slight to moderate rain over few areas of the slightly north of the coastline and the inland areas from late afternoon into the evening hours. So this morning, We all are supposed to be experiencing a partly cloudy weather. In the afternoon, Hokofori, Akimoda, Koutafo, Ketekashi, Bogatanga, Nalerugu should expect a 40% chance of thunderstorm or rain activity. And then there is a 40% chance of rain predicted for Takwa. The rest of the country in the afternoon should expect sunny periods. Later on in the evening, Kumasi, Obuasi, Ketekashi, Yendi, Tamale, 40% chance of thunderstorm or rain activity. The rest of the country for the evening would have a partly cloudy weather. So that is the weather. It means for us in Accra, we are supposed to have a cloudy weather this morning, sunny intervals in the afternoon, and a cloudy weather again for the evening. Now, I'm looking at Duduwa to Medina this morning, and that should take you 1 hour 25 minutes if you are moving now. Adenta Barrier, and then just before Butwe Junction. Those are the 2 points that you meet traffic, but it's a fast-moving one. Now, Kaswa to Kanishi, you are doing almost 2 hours. Just after Tuba Junction, around the, is it Perryman Hotel, there's traffic. Then you get to Old Botiano Junction, that's just before the West Hills Mall. There's traffic there. Then after the West Hills Mall, so you take the SCC traffic light all the way. There's traffic through Atala to Old Barrier. There's traffic. It's a slow-moving one. You do Tetegu Wager traffic, Menshkum Makati to Malam Junction, another traffic, and then you are free from Malam Junction all the way. Odoko is now building up, but when you get to Dansuman Junction, that's Hansonic Junction, you meet a fast-moving traffic there. Then from there to Kanishin, you are good to go, because I noticed First Light is also now building up, so you take note of that. And get to Kanishin. I hear the filth condition in Kanishin market is not at all. Filth has engulfed the whole market. And somebody says that the filth is competing with the products that they are selling, and then the market women and then the trotro drivers in the market. I don't know what is causing that, but that's where we sell food stuff.
Unbelievable.
That's why we sell food stuff that eventually will get into our pot.
Can you imagine?
And so if we are there and filth is competing with the with the stuff we are selling in the market, then it should be of concern to all of us. I don't know how long we are going to talk about filth in Kanishi market.
No, even Kanishi go on. Yes, some of them are.
But omudi no.
We say on market, no, kesi no. Ebi no. Awu room dia ko market inside no. Baby aka sen for bi no. Obekone ya boa no say eyi no.
You will see fish sellers selling fish near refuse dump.
Yes.
Flies from the refuse settling on the fish. And some of those fish, when you buy and take home, it's not all that you boil or put in soup. Or some are used raw in stew, like ground pepper.
Yeah.
You put some of those fish in the pepper and eat. You know what that means? The fish is contaminated right from the market.
Oh, African gems don't kill.
Okay.
They'll make you sick.
It's an eyesore.
So, I don't know how long we're going to talk about filth in Kanishi markets, but it should be of concern to all of us. You would stay in East Legon or where and think that, oh, it is far from you, but you don't know. You buy food stuff from, like in your neighborhood. You don't know where the person selling in your neighborhood is getting her stuff from. Do you get? Even the restaurant you're going to buy your lunch from, you don't know where they are buying their stuff from. And so we should be worried. Every time we have to talk about Kanishi market and the filth. Why?
But is it not a given?
Why?
No, is it not a given that places like that will produce huge filth that needs to be managed?
Yes. And so you see people carrying what do you call booklets of tickets every day. They are coming. 5 cities, 10 cities, 20 cities. They are taking from the market women. There is a whole management. There's a whole management for the market. Something happens in that market right now. You see management of Kanishi market coming out to come and speak about it. But when it comes to keeping the place neat and ensuring that the environment is that of a market, we don't see management. We don't see management. But let them say something happens right now and there's some money that must go to market people right now. You see management coming.
So you find it.
You see management coming.
When there is money, it must be managed. So that's where
So when you
management
come and
arises.
take the monies from the market women, what do you use it for? Because I don't see any new structure being put up in Carnation Market.
It's true.
I don't see any new developments in Carnation Market. So the everyday money that you take from the traders, what is it for? You ask the market women and they are not paying attention to the field because they feel that they have paid money to somebody who is supposed to be responsible for
Somebody
that.
else's job.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
And so they just come and then they display their way. They
Charlie. Market here so is it wage and was saying
Mala market.
Yeah. It will be do hono. Nasi pa o bola say be hona ye ton fruit. Be it as share no ton.
So the question is, who is responsible for that, ensuring that the filth in the market is not there? Who is responsible? Is it the market women? Is it the management of the market? Or who?
You see this? Did you say these markets have managers?
They have managers.
Somebody runs.
If I don't know, I know Carnation Market has a management. I know because back in the newsroom, when something happens in Carnation Market, we speak to their managers. They even have PRO. I don't know about Mala Market and the rest of the markets, but Carnation Market, I am so sure that they have management. They do. They do. I remember, they do.
But these are areas of trade. Yeah. These are business people.
Yes.
So the idea of maybe, I don't know what they take the monies for. The monies they take from them every day, what is supposed to go into. So I'm thinking that it should be easier to contract somebody to be responsible for collecting that every evening.
I believe it's the assembly that is responsible for that. Those collecting the money,
it goes to the assembly.
Exactly, that's my suspicion. It's supposed to happen under the assembly.
They need to decentralize.
So there ought to have been a plan for getting rid of the refuse regularly.
Yeah,
should be a
every
daily
night.
matter. It's an eyesore.
Every night it should move.
Yeah, sometimes
in the mornings, early in the morning. Yeah.
Walking by the stench alone is
problematic.
And what worries me is that the Kaneshi case, right in front of the market, you have a huge police station there. I'm telling you.
Oh yes, they are there, but they are not responsible for
but
leave the police alone.
Sena, if this station right now, if on the Wager Road we are having a situation of Aboboya trucks conveying refuse, creating a mess on the lane. Sometimes when you are in a car, there's stench. Assuming you have a similar development in front of Radio Good, you have Aboboyas parking there, carrying refuse and things, making this place like their transition zone. They come and park here and then transfer things and go. Will you allow it?
No.
Exactly. So it may not be on your land, but because of what you stand for as a station, you will not allow that to happen there. And you will do what it takes to ensure that doesn't happen. Can the police station do the same thing? Because they can see it. From the station, you can see the filth, you can see the baller, the stench. And they are quiet. It may not be their responsibility, but they can do something about it. They can compel the assembly to be proactive in getting rid of the refuse in the market. That's the point.
When you say police officer bet me, say ode emura bola for on country obeja omako.
It is not. He's not.
Any duty, no, any responsibility.
That is not his duty.
Sena, can you fight in the presence of a police officer?
Yes, people have done that.
In this country.
You have no idea. I remember there was this friend of mine that I went to school with. Yeah. She was serving in the police service while I was going to school in the evening. Okay. So in the evenings, one evening we were passing by and there was this serious chaotic scene. She was even wearing the what do you call it? The trousers.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, and then the boots.
Okay.
But I changed the top.
Okay.
They will say, madam, do something. She said she's not on duty.
See, look at this.
He said that if I go and do something right now and something happens, they will tell me that who sent me. You ask me who sent you.
So if you're a nurse and
not on
you come
duty.
across a woman giving birth on the street on the floor and she's running into
She's not on
complications,
duty.
you don't do anything about it.
So she can decide to do something about it or not do something about it.
It's discretionary.
But in that moment, she's
if
not
anything
on duty
happens,
there.
she takes responsibility.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
And the police officer, who say,
growing up,
oh, the ball across AC police station in Chankra now.
And if he's not on duty, he's not on duty.
Oh,
as I'm growing up, you can be fighting, you can be doing, the two of you can be fighting, engage in serious fisticuff. If you see police officer, you stop.
Yeah.
But now you are saying people can fight in the presence of police officers.
And beat the police officer, add the police officer.
Bad. We've been compromised. I mean, we have a problem in our psyche.
No, people always think that we don't see the police as. So, see, we owe a responsibility to make the police succeed. Everything that is, or every institution, police, customs, all of them, are for the state, and the state is us.
Yeah.
So ordinarily, it is our duty to make sure all these institutions succeed. But there's always a confrontation between us and them, because we see them as part of a state that we are not part of.
I see.
So that's the problem. So sometimes it creates a situation where, but a few people who see it can say, Massa, he's a police officer. He's doing his job. And sometimes there are people who will beat you up if you try fighting a police officer.
Okay.
Because they don't see why you should do that. Because the moment you can even take on the police, chaos. People
Anyway,
see it. Yeah,
you have
anyway.
a point. But I believe the Kaneshi police station can do something. They can call the assembly. They can insist
that
do something about this.
Yes, I agree. What are we doing for money?
So, Sena, we are getting information that there's not okay. It is not an increment in transportation decided by the GPRTU or whoever, but there are some areas that drivers have decided on their own to increase fares.
Fares have increased.
Yes. And so we just want to pick, the thought of of our listeners. What is the situation where you are? Has fares been increased? It started when, I think about a month or so, there was the issue of GPRTU indicating that they were going to increase transport fares, and later they rescinded their decision.
Yeah.
Okay. But when that announcement was made, drivers themselves went ahead to increase the fares even before the GPRTU itself would decide on what to do or not, whether they were going to actually do it or not. So when they decided to back down, the drivers now decided that they will not reduce their fares or return to whatever it was before they increased it. We've had several calls. Is that the situation you're also experiencing, or is just these areas that we are experiencing it? So what is the situation in your area? That is what we want to look at.
Mia do na is it transport first no enye GPRT for na atum ne mom no mo ye o madwen se ombetum no e na hyenkafo na enso do percentage ene ye so ya no ma type no ma print no dia boom nti no ye je 10 series free ha de ko ha GPRT for ni transport minister no kokohia ya o mo se o ma twa asan no ade na ka ho afedi ade a man ntum no ba bi o mo kokodu ye na wa ene ade ne gusu gina ene bi so wa na ye se o mo se kwan ne nye nti no o mo atum o mo afi o mo pem atum.
I have
so okay. So are they saying that the increase the increase that is meant to construct the road?
You see,
it's going to
almost say for maintenance.
Maintenance or what?
Okay.
Okay. So we'll keep this thing like that, and then they will use that difference. What kind of thing is that?
This is a big matter. This thing you've just said. This matter. It's a. You let's finish with the course.
And you patch up with your numbers, 0599 922 922 0599 922 922 and I say 0302 30 34 92 0302 30 34 92. But you be an hour on far can be a year na watwen na omomo efa bi a akosa no na yetimi no matwetwe nkomo why ti yenko.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Zigini.
Yeah, nam.
Okay. Fine, what you buy?
Not the on page. STC. Malam Road there, no, in Tajoten. Just is top red top. Of boom the year. But I can't make fair, no. I'm not going to. So all of a sudden, no, I mean, 5-5. Be an American 7 cities. 5 cities, 50%. Be an American 7 cities.
Okay, Ngbe.
STC can red top.
Okay.
A boom bay. New for channel side there. I can say there. I mean 5-5. Be an American 7 cities.
Ni Angmekono.
Angmekono. Be an answer to American 7 cities. We can get chiku. Many children get an angle. I don't know. I'm a Malay. I'm by the Mulu back there. Angman. Oh, now Mulu. I'm a priest Mulu and I'm a king. I'm in
station.
I'm a getting where the Anwana. I'm a getting where Anna. I'm in station master. Yeah, that is, I got a petrol. I'm going to petrol. You are not saying you. I'm a guy, I'm a Malay. So I know I'm on fire. Oh, I can say there, and I can say there. What's the more, Jimmy? I can start to say you again. I mean, you can say.
All right.
When is your new Pardon Java?
Yo. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm Pachodini, baby, a free. Ni pacho free in fa o.
It's free every.
Yo, pacho yiti wano.
Kise ni amukano. Medina to every. Wama yen 15.
Medina to every. Ne same first no.
12 cities.
12 cities no me kwa hin. 15.
Wama yen 15. Yet uka, yesi upa fro upa si. Okay. Every Medina to every Musha.
Yeah, that's it.
Yo, yeah, that's it. Why? Transport Minister, no crop for Muntio, Muntia no pay Muntia, I'm from Fidian to Muntio, how rank of Ubinum. 5%. From 12 cities, 15 years, a woman.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mama.
Michael.
Yes.
It's you.
Me uniform was video. Me the mintam faka but me call a kakra and I am faka and every month me call La Paz Apeka. The first the faka 5 CB. Last me call the 6 CB. 5 CB to 6 CB.
Okay. You.
Yes, okay. Michael tell you that's it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Don Lagaskiani.
Don Lagaskiani, Kowana so. Kowane. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Ima, bibia da din.
Bibia da din ya kufa do mafa.
Ya no body na se.
That is what I say. SM.
Yes, sir.
Yes, me so said that off na mo. Na mi di mi juma eba ga west. Nti ye boss here. Nti mi wo project ne juma bia mi di wo ga west. Tisene ana okana akrama ne okushi bia de no na sifo nyina minam ho nyina ani yisi je juma yin so SM ni drivers no sane okan so omse kwan ne ye no nokre omudika because yankata ye faka na ekwan ne nyanya me ma instance if you first us Pokwasi between Pokwasi and Hamatama there's a taxi station dance back to be for first us ne hotel it won't do the bar close to Amomole Udumase 3 Jansi Solitra ho I did run Sakinamu 7 cities almost they call 10 cities I mean no catches here almost for 1 city almost for 2 cities 3 cities Drono na Mabono see almost as a gibe 2 weeks emuni ufi Udumase Jansi ya Amomole Jansi who say Basa Udumase inside the one almost 5 cities 50%. The same quantity almost 7 cities. Ena Usha Ganoff, Asofa, a medium, Asofa, Ediba Momole, na rough road planning yet by MCE by wabon humodin the bonabaso any assembly no assembly no more high die as we are also Emma Wakwako see dine and as our one almost see assembly and saying ya die the ewo aso faho Emma Budano Sukota.
Okay, ima yemfa no no ensi wona tie me beda ase wa kyerɛkyerɛ mu miamia horo a omatotototo mu no be 5 series some dey call 7 series but nansi untimi nka se obetimi aka se ekwan nyenti no miami fimi pem mato transport.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. I'm Yasundu
and council. Kobe Uber.
Yes, I was. Me pacho. Also, went in at Timbia, I catch a BB say, you hear a military man or street. You hear military men who crew. Because a military man who crew, not a Moyasa, and Yamasi and Senfata, you made the supreme. What I say, baby to say Medina to as a Medina to him for me brother Becca. Road in and say, oh, baby. Maybe a road and I say it is from not what they call 15 Syria. I mean, it doesn't sound. Oh, it doesn't sound. Maybe your whole man. I say, South First Road, yeah, my brother can I quite yet. But at least move to my Moshe, and Nipa never and yes, we go for, says we go. I hold this car for, but Moshe around. I say, Uncle for Moti and the Juma Ben no more, almost come with me out for this. But Mamma say, yeah, the physical they talk half for the physical they talk half for Frontina move to prices Musa.
Yes,
come you back, and that's it. 12 series called 15 yet. Hello, good morning. And council, Queen of the Airways. Maybe be able call.
Adomo.
Nobody anasi.
Mama ga for no ma.
Mercury me for.
Atwana miwela do wana gana tuko. Medubane nyama shisho kata le redo good sendi. Many abema. Once I did ye last year. The for elodi topi.
Aye.
Ya compania ma penyi biane wa o take decision. Enwa ye kwa chama Bonkatamaso constituency baby desire bridge. Faka ohoko achama omuji sister enwa 10 cedi ena omuchaje.
Hey.
Nena mekacho enwa anye si efimia me kofaka no. 10 cedi ena omuji.
6 cedis the court 10 cedis.
From 6 cedis to 10 cedis. Number 2, onuso omuji 5 cedis 50 pesos the kwashama enwa omuji 8 cedis. Omuse kwanu enye. Enti mi bisa ye penyi fo se ombetina hodin ama we akoso saaka timamufo na omuto abama ye no omu na omu breo ye ntu petro mu be hwe kwan devesi fo de ye faso wo Ghana ha eye me nua be ma ye se NDC ba power ena sanya mahunu we koso ne ye penyi fo so ye din wo so omu nkasa na aka ni na ye GPRT fo na omu de sanya mbrasem we eye omu a ena omu hwe devesi wase a ombese aban ma onya nyam e wo ne panem enti se ye penyi fo kasa betina ho ahwe we hwe han na betina ho se a e wo mu amu ho medamo ase
ye na se pa Joseph Bukari ni page ai enu deputy ni maame no Docas
Nancy no untimi kan no asem no
untimi kan Docas asem
very close with Mike na dan for ha
Docas afo tofi untimi kan oh se muntie dia mesrɛ mu obi ntie no nkoka nkyerɛ wo ah mo hwe o numbers na mo from mine why ai
ade ashama for mo sheda na champion
ya wafa
let's
say mama chiano fai
ya joso
ya go fon o isra mo ko ban ade ati de ya me na beda na so kum ye no ase anwane ye nti de beda nya me ase sm
yes sir
da na fai wa pom bo ko de
yankopon na daruma na mo pai boy ho ye
ye da nya me ase manya opportunity de usi Captain Joshua Hamidu Akamba one na mpem bushi o manu acha o mama na tese se yabo why
ya be cha o mama
nda chama jare
yo yati
ofa
yes sir
anopa nyankopon nhira mo papa niam bi ko to okroma I was say empanyifo tu ho anamo na Ghana for ye ya yesu atra ofa Ghana ni ebu ni a o nwe ho na nsai me sakina ya me ta ko fa me niam be majuma me ko seka first no mu je 17 fata na kwa 17 awoma sex for no to roll for mu pa 20 ni ebusa mu sadi asama mu sai adi asama sai asama for no de mu ntuma ye de yatum ina mu ei So much is two weeks. Now say I say for the bar from no. Almost I say three in the village so. It's in the floor cano. Almost say 17. And I'm a tifu and so the massy Kayatifu so far as a price no. About 60 and I say like tifu and so the Omate so about 17 and I'm some more. The Amoya net money because we have to be double piano. We go to contact Yankopon. And that's Samai, the new Lebanon. Opa has a casino. Who put that traffic on my ever choose in straight, or may choose in or bet you, or back to a Lebanon, 135. Or bet you Lebanon and what can't say. But the other corner to say Africa. It is the apostle, and yet the soldiers, the Mobile must be Fiatale, Momo is a Fiatale, no more African, no more, how would I ever know? How are the air from the hour with this to be a papa? Yeah, yes, happening for I am the same Modessa, and here we are. What's happening in the phone, Samamo, and penny 41 among Yakupon come on, Baba.
Yo, yeah, that's a part. Nancy Bim so how him. Almost say like you are bus station wa. No matter.
No matter. No matter sure say. Is it that you go on?
Opa fro pa amen fro. Unim say ukokwo a. Ukokwo a. Udru nkokwo a. After 7 fro bepo a. Adia eye 20 Ghana cedis no. Drivers need to me the kwa 30 Ghana, 35 40 Ghana.
Aye.
Udu ko na ofro bepo na ko bepo no so a. Omusuma ya omuso mu de wo mu ho no no. O de yanko hia say me ya adwuma ne kra ya mom. Hello, good morning. Yes, Collins.
No.
Say we be aboko.
Yanko pardon. The whole year papa.
Ya do body na say. Fache me why? Fache me.
A campaign manager. Nasi. I will say be a papa. And I will SM to Akata. We do go there, we say more bomb or papa, Yakupo Shramo. And then we see my phone, you move into him bomb in over there. And say, topically, a topica, a damakuma, so papa. To the extent, say ye tip it to swap. And say, Timemufuna, make all is me come. You wanna yes so fast walk. Yeah, you fool. You wanna because I say you tip petrol swap. Driver for no make DJ. Oh my Ghana, make us a great Accra. I call Ghana. Who do Pokwase to Accra and Openya who see the film. And then yet I'm saying Rose Becker say ya buy with so yellow crep. One fan advantage has to be a fat drivers in the no and then you pen no more. Pokwase food bridge or Echo Accra 15 cities 12 cities. Now the chef you also struggle to enter these vehicles at times. It didn't go to turn it door to a big fan windows to me. Because to be a fool, we before. Obviously, for military, obviously, for a waste of time, waste of energy. Then, solution, Papa, the what he did, but I honestly, President Mahama, every deploy more buses, they be about the different system. No more say, say, I'm going to be lady because I buy the lady to go, say, yeah, phone more. Who best to grab a 2 city? And you know, better, but police in soldier for bar, only bit your car. Maybe also I'm going to for no more with you. It's the end of the day. Okay. Police one brand one soldier for the braka. That's it.
Yes, you're that's it.
That's it.
Hello, good morning. Oh.
What do you mean, so?
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mamaga.
Abolo.
Yes, sir. About your greeting is Lawyer Zuma, Director of Port, and I carry my coffee in the Nepeku, TDC boss, and around the Abbey, Namodia Maka, greeting list now. About road, Mamaga chef, cool, maybe I saw a chassis for. I said, maybe video be a media or Pokwasi, John She best and them, Mupanama Bomba Muti for Moody best and police for now, Namodia send them. Pokwasi, Airco Circle, ASC City. Pokwasi, Airquachimota, AF5 City. Pokwasi, Airquakra, AF7 City. na no we do ho no car bi no mo lodu Pokwase to Accra straight 15 cedi. Me a video me capture me na all shadow ni nyama e di send to Facebook ni nyama up to now. Me hu ne akosi nti wo the topic ya ba no me push video na mama na afi ya page alcohol. Sometimes you know ina rules ni bi no ni omo increase fe obisa say ubetimi di upe are increase fe ana minje di se sana na ne kaya beto ba pokwase eko mayira se na ekwa na senti drivers need to be the kakra to so ti mamufo no ya na enha omo bebre because omo ni se kwa na se drivers na anye sa omo nko na ti mamufo bebre wo be hwe eko katapo kwan so sa nti no kra de ya na enha bidem be host na hwi affect kwan no and mostly stations na ankomo mo station na car short to ho no more increase no e ya na no na because as a station ni there no matter how and it's a move and it's a price because mostly no more advantage say as an is a cars na can encourage you hunti and no charge more but most of the station when you consider to say the car short to kakra no mo so man increase o say then you dey there me bisa transport minister Bukari ni pese then mrani ka se mrani ka se ya police for kwati mjina ona mo ikisi fe police mjina o bia na oni te tu me bi wo a obeti me dia ya arrest nti mesre topic we dia e ye pa be push video na ma wo bo na mo e ye na bibia mo de be fa no na ya hwe da ma
okay yeah that's it why yenko ha na yemfa be se mienu bi wo ho na yemfa nto de me yenko ha hello good morning
SM
yes sir
Lord Gaddafi.
Lord,
I'm back in town.
You are back in town from the other side.
Yes.
Now, Yakupon Adum, Yahuye.
Opera Person, who
I know soon.
And no
oh, no more.
The only last time I radio go.
I tell you. Now, by what for Trotobia, we be our phone.
I'm not a total economy family taxi.
You.
Now, if you do. Eko aflawo. Bisi bidu ope muti 70 Ghana mi wow. Ade. Omo to motum.
No mo just saying.
Kama tira na tiakwa aka mi di mi bat kanu beko. Ba mi tumi pa na.
No mo just saying ansa no dey call 70 series.
70, 60.
Yeah, 60 series.
And I'm dey call 70. Uko wi a omo te air condition. Mi ti mini air condition wa mi fie. Inti mi air condition car. Mi fie anu from Temateje to Edamala line. No, 5 you. 450. They tell me 55. Yeah. The drivers no take advantage. Omu ye no pe bia. No ye pen for some better that now I bad this idea. Omu ye. Yes oh. But to go there. Don't go omu to me part of that artist ama.
Yeah, that's it.
You.
Bye.
Bye. Lord Gaddafi, you better sin tinan you be fa you chat to ho na.
Okay.
Hello,
good morning.
Good morning, Mama. How are you doing?
I'm fine, even.
You see, it's really sad, and I'll plead with what Transport Minister Honorable Obimpeh to be proactive. Because you see, Monday, I walk from Kwabenya to Achimota. The same thing to Tuesday, I did the same thing. Because you see, from where I am to Achimota is 50 pesos. But the question we need to ask ourselves is the where I am to Achimota, is the road deplorable? Instead of them to take 50 pesos, they will tell you circle straight, 10 cedi. And it seems what it cut across everywhere. So I don't get it when they are saying that the road is deplorable everywhere. The same thing when I was going to Pokwase to Koforodia. Instead of the drivers to take 35 cedis, they were taking 40 cedis. And it seems what our leadership is not doing anything about it. And it's sad. You remember just recently, the GPRTU task force took upon themselves to do, instead of our party leadership to add it and make sure to strengthen it, they didn't do anything. And the task force of the transport union also stopped this thing. We are pleading with what Minister Nike, Mr. President. People are crying, because this cheaters of drivers is too much. So at times I ask myself, is this country really a godly country, as we normally say, yeah, me so much? Because I don't think a godly country will be doing this. Everywhere you go, everybody want to cheat his or her brother. Why? Why are we doing this thing in this station? They will be going to churches, mosques to pray to God. To pray with to God. Bombocrat.
Hey, Ayedi, Yabesre. Ayedi. Enti, Ora Joseph Bukari Nikbe, Transport Minister, Ono Deputy, Honorable Dokas, Afotofi, and Sena Sasana Yabundi, no. Wadam for no. Yabesre. Ebi amonte ya ene anopei
mati me kan chen say omonte
me kan say Nancy
because as a ministry say atia na hye say mwate say mo ante dia india ejuma no mu hu so. Do you get it?
Yes,
because you should have people in various departments who are supposed to be in charge of these things. And someone said the end ejuma no muda because you cannot just allow drivers to increase fares as and when they please. Then they are telling you that because a quine scanner wujino yeah they fix a quine na said so that cannot be. And as a ministry or whoever is in charge is sitting down and people are paying more for transportation fare, more transportation fare. That is not sanctioned by government. I don't get it. Because drivers are not the one who determine what to pay as fares.
Yes.
It is not their duty. They are not responsible for determining how much we pay for transportation fares. The ones who are supposed to engage government and decide whether or not, as an umbrella body, they are doing that, said no. They threatened they were going to, but they have meetings with government and decided we are no more going to, increase the fares. And they rescinded their decision. So why are we seeing drivers taking the laws into their own hands and increasing fares all over the place?
Thank you. That's a question that Daba Simoro, PRO of Ghana, GPRTU, can answer. Thank you very much for your time and a good morning to you.
Morning.
I hope you're well, sir.
Sir, thank you.
Has the GPRTU sanctioned an increase in transport fares?
Not at all.
You have not?
No.
Have you heard of increases, though?
Well, what we heard was some of the drivers have taken it upon to themselves to charge arbitrarily. That's what we heard. But that is not all drivers. That's not all drivers, because some have decided to do it the way they want to do it. And we've been talking about that, and we don't have that authority. We don't have that authority. I'm saying so because if someone charges arbitrarily and has been taken on, then of course another one will also see the reason not to do that as a crime. But here we are. Nobody helps unless those who are with us, or those who fears let me say the Lord, and make sure they do the right things. That is what is happening.
I see. You're saying that as a union, so typically when people report this to you, that we have some of your drivers here charging increases in fares that you have not sanctioned, what do you usually do? Do you investigate to find out whether it is true or not? What do you do?
What are the law enforcing agency also doing?
But you are a union, you represent them, and
we'll
deal with that.
We are a union, and that is why those who are with the union are the law-abiding citizens.
You are saying no GPRTU driver is charging.
Who are not with us.
No, you are saying that no driver under the GPRTU is charging fares that you have not sanctioned.
Yes.
You can say that for a fact.
Yes.
That every driver that is charging fares that you have not sanctioned are not with you.
Yes.
How did you arrive at this?
That is by our members. It is not everybody, as you said earlier, are with us.
I know that, but I'm saying you're saying that you are saying that there's a problem, and you can establish for a fact that the people who are engaged in it are not your members. How did you arrive at that conclusion?
Oh, by my membership, those who are with us and the law-abiding members as well.
No,
you know very well that if somebody takes 10 cedis for a 10 cedi journey, it is not all drivers who take that 10 cedis for that 10 cedi journey. You know for a fact also.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying that there is a problem. So, for example, there's a place where they charge 15 cedis instead of the 13 cedis you last approved.
Yes.
In that case, the people who are charging the 15 cedis, you are saying that they are not your members. And I'm asking you, how did you know that your members are not engaged in that?
I'm not in the known because these are some people who have taken it upon themselves to charge more than what they are supposed to charge.
So these people could be your members. It could be your members doing this.
This is what I'm saying.
Okay. But have you investigated to find out if your members are doing that? And are there any sanctions to be applied if members of the union go against the express directives of the union?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Explain.
Because we have law enforcing agencies who are always also saying, or some members who, or some drivers, I should even say some drivers who are taking it upon themselves to charge more than what they are supposed to charge. And these are the people who are not supposed to charge, who are supposed not to charge more than what they are supposed to. We even have to use the police against some of these people who come up to charge arbitrarily. But is that the law? Some of the police themselves are not trying to help. So all we are saying is the law enforcing agency should be seen. In this case, we should. These are certain things which we think the law enforcing agency should come up with.
You think the police should prevent them from charging unauthorized fares?
That is what we are saying, that if you are charging above what you are not supposed to charge, yes, there must be the law for all of us to make sure that right things are being done.
I like you. So if this morning I am using a trotro, I light a circle, they are charging what they are not supposed to be, they are charging what they are not supposed to be charging. You're saying that I'll be wasting my time if I go to the GPRT office and tell them that these people are charging more than they are supposed to be charging? Would I be wasting my time?
Yes, and no, because if somebody says somebody has charged him more than what they are supposed to charge, he should be taken to the police, but not to any GPRT office. It is the police, the law enforcing agency, who should make sure right things are being done.
GPRTU can do nothing about their members going against their own
These
orders
are
and directives.
not GPRTU members. So,
Alaji, you've not still shown me how you established that. At this point, you have not even explained to me how you arrived at the conclusion that these are not GPRTU members. Have you? Because I have asked you, how did you arrive at the conclusion that these are not GPRTU members? You finally accepted that this could be GPRTU members. You are still saying that these are not GPRTU members. So if that is your conclusion, how did you arrive at the conclusion? Did you investigate it? Did you go there to check whether that is the problem? And after you did that, what did you do about it?
you remember very well, we pick some people. It's just unfortunate. In case you were, imagine I was in my office, I could have gotten some number of drivers whom we arrested, and most of them are not even seriously driving. Because if you are a driver and we could not establish that you are even the driver, that is even a fault from those people who pick these people up. And what I'm also saying is, it is not all GPRTU members that you can say you pick from GPRTU and you say you realize one or two people have done something which is wrong. If somebody does something which is our members, we have sanctions against our members. But if somebody is not our member and he has done something, we could have assisted the police to make sure they can apprehend that person, and we could wash our hands from that. But we don't have anybody or those people that you are thinking they have done something wrong and say they are our member. No, not at all.
You are saying GPRTU cannot help us at all?
Come again?
You are saying you cannot help us, that we should go to the police?
Oh, no. What I'm saying is, yes, if somebody has cheated and that person is not even our member and he has done something against the law, what else can we do? The law enforcement agency should pick it up. But if you are saying if somebody has cheated someone and the law enforcement agency cannot help, who else can help us?
So GPRTU, okay, and this is the challenge we've had. If the person who is doing this is a GPRTU driver, there's nothing the GPRTU can do to him.
We never said that.
What do you do if you find out that your member is involved? If I produce somebody who is a GPRTU driver and bring to you, that is your member and is the one doing this, what would you do, Alaji?
We will pick the person on. Yeah. We have sanctions against drivers who have done something. We will have sanctions against that. We have sanctions against our drivers. Yes, those who are our members.
What are those sanctions? Can you educate us on them?
Yes. If you are, for instance, you engage in the unions, our union, may you engage in a members issue like stealing. I mean, it's also one of our sanctions. If you do something wrong against a member as well, Yes. So we have multiple sanctions against our drivers.
Alaji, thank you for speaking to us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
That's Alaji Abbas Imoro, who is Public Relations Officer for the GPRTU, speaking to us this morning. If you are if you are listening and you were hoping that you get some answers, did you get the answers you were hoping you will get? Or you didn't hear anything that is satisfactory? SMU
first. Last question I'll be saying was sanctions are omedema on my driver for say omofo mrana. I know now.
You can hear what? To be very frank.
The Alaji Kenyan say almost as GPRTU. Say Ashenkafo no tutumu a omo no mu ni hweye. Say the okan no say that area na say omo ni hweye. The omo betimi aboa yen pe security services no. Nti bia minim say police station na de be cool. Say he na de be cool say GPRTU fo ni ntimi mmoa because more back say dodro na anyo mo members. Nti Ashenkafo na omo tutumu no. Womo no ekuo be na omo join ni. Enye GPRTU.
Yeah.
Enye GPRTU a de wen. Enfa na say de ko. Is a GPRTU for so mutimi mwai. Nti aje say bia ye de ko police station. Say e bia adama for mo wo omo lodu fika na shi. Emfa to ho e de ko eye kaso a. Ahyentu ade na omo afio mu pemu atom. Nti bia na police for be kwa form. Akwa sa eye adama for no. Isa na de kono enye Unsese de ne kana no pane se e bia ekwan ni mpo na enye enom so mo etum bia once the bia eno de tori bia oti ase sa because about 2 weeks ago me fi amasaman na me ko makwakra ne ho na ofa fi amasaman e de kwa yi kan doblo a de kwa akramane ade a ekwan ni nye mabetra akape ekwan ni nye entu duro ho a trotro no omoje I think 8 cities. Taxi susul eluduko. The drop on and so much to me the 10 cities. And na taxi drivers no e de call 12. The last time na 12. Na nsia me san call no. Omo de fi 12 ako 15 cities. Reason nyina ne say ekwan no enye and eno die me no mo ya adwen. So fa fiti amasama na me kakra bi na ye. E de kwa yi kan do blow e de kwa na. E na me ka say amasama MP no. Wo adwuma pa because ekwan na da ho kese sa na kwan nye omo adwuma so mo ye but baby ho a ekwan ne ye but Ashenkafo na afi mu pem atom eno na menti ase no ena se de odi kan kan nye se to otum sika na woje no ye de ba bi siesie kwan e bia o de be o maintenance ento yi sika na de akwa maintenance no asan agegea na de be maintenance. Why don't you say mu push na kwan ye nye Nti adwuma wo ho nti na meka cho se Joseph Bukari nikpe se ona ye de a oni ni deputy so mo na ye de a ene amu hu se adwuma wo ho because ho ye baabi a se aban ebeluzu ne popularity a itimi shase de free ho.
Yes. And it's something that I think that needs to be dealt with.
Yes. And like I think somebody said that this thing didn't start today. Truck drivers from, let me take from Kaswa to maybe Circle or Accra Central. Instead of maybe they will load streets in the Accra Central, they will load Kaswa to Barrier. They will take charge them fare no margin. They will load Barrier to Malam Junction.
Exactly.
They will load Malam Junction to Odoko.
You know them.
Peace, Mr.
They will load Odoko to Kaneshi. Then they will load Kaneshi to Accra. And see, fair idea also would just say 10 cities, no. You end up paying double of the original fare. Because because I'm going to meet from Musuban, they won't load direct, so like straight from maybe Circle to or Kaswa to Circle. No. Because they want to cheat you, the passenger.
Yeah.
This thing has been going on. And I said, we have looked on and nothing is being done about it. The GPRTU man, I called him. I put him on the line. But
I've not made this
Abbas, I am not impressed with some of the answers you give. Example, you ask him how did he arrive by that decision, say the drivers who are charging the unauthorized fares are not GPRTU members.
Exactly.
His answers he gave me, I'm not convinced at all. I'm not convinced at all. Secondly, I believe that GPRTU is a very big transport union, it's a big body. So if some people are doing things that say GPRTU, GPRTU can go to security service, to Ghana police, and tell them that this is what some drivers are doing and almost say the association needing. So what can you do to help us? GPRTU, again, most of these trotros on the road, do you know the majority of them belong to police officers?
How did you arrive
Oh,
at that conclusion? No,
don't know.
some police officers may own some.
Yes.
But if you say majority, do you know the kind of people who own transport? These trotros.
But
say the police officers may own some.
But I'm not money quite high. It's quite high. So they may also not be interested in clamping down on these unauthorized charges. Look, last time we catch him say Accra, I think it's you told some DB. Some trotro drivers were charging like around 50 cedis from Accra to Kaswa.
If it rains here, it's a different matter.
Son, how should you do this to your fellow human being? Accra Center to Kaswa, they were charging almost 50 cedis.
How much?
50 cedis.
To where?
From Accra Central to Kaswa because it was raining.
50 Ghana.
And people paid. As a matter of fact, people rushed to pay.
You don't do this.
I think we need to do something better about the transportation. And you see, that's why I have complained consistently about the way our cities are structured and managed.
Yes.
We used to have an Accra Metropolitan Assembly that was big enough that you could have given this responsibility to. That Massa, from now on, you have to find a way of dealing with this transportation issue.
Correct.
Now that Accra Metropolitan Assembly is in Tudu, that is the controlling area. People say it goes a little into Kaneshi, not a bit, but it doesn't go in.
It is not the same old Accra Metropolitan Authority. No.
So we have cities that we are not sure who runs the cities. So there's a whole city that is not connected in any way when it comes to management. Amelewosi Center. How can Amelewosi Center deal with transport issues in Amelewosi Center and this person? You see, all of these things must be carefully thought through when you are making decisions about urban areas. They are not small villages that we should treat like that. So right now we have to tend to what they say MTTD. No, not which one? Metro Mass. You see, some of those things, that's why I'm saying
So
that
the
we
Metro Mass
are missing a good opportunity to create a system that deals with this problem.
A lane, special lane for Metro Mass, or no, or is it a mass bus transit or whatever?
Rapid transit.
Ask me, those lanes, are they using it? Trotro drivers have taken over those lanes. So the transportation system in the city there, Charlie, Ejumane soon too much. Ejumane soon. Transport Minister and your deputy, we beg you. This thing is becoming unbecoming. Trotro and taxi drivers charging unapproved fares is becoming unbecoming. In fact, go for both of that. But I say,
okay.
If they don't take care of it, it
will be problematic.
It will be serious.
Sena, I can give you a 30-minute presentation on this transport thing. But before I share my thoughts, listeners are not happy at all. Few have sent comments.
About what?
The interview you just had with the GPRTU man.
What's that?
Good morning, I'm Richie. Mr. Sena, this Alhaji man you discussed the transportation fare with knows nothing about his work. All that he said makes no sense. It's either he doesn't understand your English or he can't express himself in the English language. Another one. Sena, the man in the studio is lying. This person thought you were interviewing the man live in the studio.
Okay.
You can see how he is lying. I mean the GPRTU man. That's another one. I am speaking from Central Region, Ewutu, Breku, from Breku to Bontrasi. Formerly, they are charging 10 cedis, but now they are charging 15 cedis. I'm Patrick Pabi. Let's see the next one. From Medina to Abokobi is 6 cedis, 50 pesos, but yesterday I paid 10 cedis. This is the nature of messages we have. A lot of them.
In fact, this is maybe Marcel Akpabli who says, Alaji did not convince me with the way he responded to the simple question. How did you arrive at the fact that those drivers increasing transportation fares are not members of GPRT?
Can you imagine?
And he was just running in circles. I am not impressed at all, and it's so unfortunate. So me personally, when I put it to Alaji that you are saying that there's nothing you can do to help me, he said yes and no. All his way. So it was quite an interesting interview that I had with Alaji, and I think that GPRTU has no interest in this problem.
Oh, no.
With all due respect to everybody, you people don't want to. You are not interested.
You dealing with the problem
as a deliberate.
When you were interviewing him, I looked up the website of GPRTU. It looks like they don't have a website.
GPRTU.
That's what it looks like. Now,
do they have or they don't have?
It looks like they don't have because I've not found it. They
don't have website.
Exactly.
There's no website matter here.
But I've done some brief research. The mandate of the GPRTU is to organize, regulate, and protect the interest of commercial vehicle owners, drivers, and transport workers across Ghana.
Okay. So now, the passenger is not part of it too.
It's not. There's a research published by a student of University of Cape Coast.
Okay. UCC.
His name is Lawani Suleiman, and he said the union's core responsibility include a number of things. I will just point to the first one: fair negotiation and regulation. This is a published research work. Fair negotiation and regulation. The GPRTU works alongside the Ministry of Transport to regulate, to negotiate, standardize public transport fares, preventing arbitrary price hikes. This is the core of their central mandate is what the guy has listed here. Now, if you see, this is a published research work, and you just oppose this to what the guy said in the interview, you see the disconnect. The guy clearly doesn't know that it is their responsibility to ensure that commercial transport operators do not engage in what they are doing. And the hikes, the arbitrary increases is become very pervasive.
Yeah.
It's so serious. Eric has pointed out the way they operate. Instead of one long journey, they break it down into 4 so that you spend like 2 or 3 times what you are supposed to pay.
Yeah.
Wager Junction to Wager, the taxi rank there. We were paying 4 cedis 50 pesos before GPRTU announced 20% fare increments, which was reversed after the meeting with government. The people there, the taxi rank, increased it from 4 cedis 50 pesos to 6 cedis. And
more than 20%.
Yes, that is 33.33%.
Okay.
They didn't even do the 20%. Now, all the callers, I took note of them. I checked the percentage increase. None is 20%.
Yeah.
Some are 30, 45, 50, 33, 35. They didn't even stick to the 20% proposal. And when you wake up in the morning and you are trying to get to work early, if you want to beat traffic, wake up early. Now, everybody knows that the trick is waking up early. The drivers also know that, okay, they want to move early in the morning. So we catch you in the morning, you pay 10 cedis instead of 6 cedis. You pay 15 cedis instead of 10 cedis.
And of course you pay.
And to avoid traffic, you pay.
To ransom. Yeah.
So it has become normal. Yeah. Previously, some of us, we pay 800 in a month for TNT to work. Now we pay like 1,500 because of what is going on. I'm telling you. And people who cannot afford this, how are they going to cope with this? And if you challenge them, the mates, they will fight you. They will fight you ferociously.
And they will even get some of the passengers to support them.
I am disappointed that GPRTU man said there's nothing they can do. I think the leadership of GPRTU must have a meeting with this guy, and the transport minister must act, because people are getting angry at what is, because if they are exploiting you and there's nobody that can come to your defense, it means that there's no leadership.
Exactly.
Something must be done about this before it escalates, Sena.
Yeah. Well, taking us to 11 minutes past 8 here in the studios of Radio Gold 90.5 FM. The woman who was waiting for the answers of Alhaji. Nancy, did you like
Alhaji.
the answers? How did he go? Anyway, very interesting. It was one of the most interesting conversations I've ever had on this show. Just speaking to Alhaji on this and the kind of answers he offered, or the non-answers anyway.
And step into a world of hassle-free banking with the all-new CBG mobile app. The new CBG mobile app has been designed to make you enjoy the convenience of banking everywhere and anywhere and at any time. Download the new CBG mobile app on the Google Play Store or iOS App Store and experience the ease of managing your finances on a secure, smart, and user-friendly digital platform. Receive real-time alerts to stay informed about your account activity. Join the digital revolution and elevate your banking experience with a new CBG mobile app. For further enquiries, call 0302 216 000, 0302 216 000, or email them at talktous@cbg.com.gh, talktous@cbg.com.gh, or visit any of their social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, or X, for more information. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you.
Yo, and Uncle Kunungan Limited for and so a hot na yenhade. I na wahwe snate yin so e de mama san say e yemi no ntino na eno so yahwe eno. Na Kunungan Limited for and a day a Mr. Kiwado no aba. I'm patcho Mr. Kiwado no bema bia wa mre ompam. Ebe boy ye pa bema osisi no koto dwa hoden atimi abam. Enti patcho wa mre a men konununum bia nkosresre bia kope Mr. Kiwado ni bi. Na wow bibia set toy straw bibia account wotwe do na eno no be ma bisu dadam upe bia tode aga na ha de se pharmacy chemical na se ba show be ben wo bodu ha onsa ebetimi akabi Frekun Lungan Limited for cover by womu no bebre na ena no pay ba ko pe na mebo ho dawru Mr. Q emema eno edie 0244 139-176 0244-139-176 and I say 0274-139-176 0274-139-176. Mr. Q or say ye bema prekope.
Now, do you know that SNIT pensioners can now enjoy or engage a qualified healthcare professional from the comfort of their homes? Now, SNIT, in partnership with the Trust Hospital and the National Health Insurance Authority, NHIS, has introduced the SNIT telehealth service to provide convenient access to healthcare for pensioners. With this service, pensioners can consult a doctor or healthcare professional remotely for medical advice, routine health concerns, and follow-up care without the stress of traveling to a hospital. To access the service, simply dial the toll-free number 0800 877 555 0800 877 555 and speak to a qualified healthcare professional now. Take advantage of this innovative service designed to support your health and well-being. SNIT telehealth service, quality healthcare at your convenience.
Where the message be by Oscar Vesyosi as the regulator. If you claim that other drivers are illegal because they aren't under your system, like the GPRTU boss said, does your mandate include cracking down on those illegal cars? To a messenger, Oscar, which is so edible.
I didn't.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, Debbie, and we cannot continue to say that somebody should act. Somebody must act. Somebody is being paid to act. And so we want to see action. We cannot continue like this. And the next time government itself wants to increase fares, then what are we going to experience? Then it means that they are keeping this, then they will increase it.
Yes.
No. We cannot continue to do that. We as Ghanaians, we pay our taxes. Exactly. Okay, we do what we are supposed to do as Ghanaians, and so somebody cannot sit there and just be taking money from us. They're exploiting us, and there's nobody to speak for us. We cannot accept that. If the ministry cannot work, I don't know what they are doing there. If they will not work, we should close down the ministry, and we know that we don't have anybody to speak for us when issues like this are up. Why is it that only the transport ministry, you have to shout and shout and shout before they act? What is it? What is it? Just say it and leave. Somebody else who can do it should be appointed.
You
Come and talk about it then.
Budget for transport fare nowadays.
No, you cannot.
Because you don't know what you are going to confront. If you leave home thinking it's 10 in, 10 out, it will shock you. It will be 15 in, 15 out.
And people are complaining. Exactly. It's not like we are not talking about it. People are complaining and still there's nothing being done about it. Then, I mean, what should we do? We should just keep going. Just like that. We should leave it as it is. Yeah. It cannot be. Then what kind of country are we in? Now, Hisense is renowned for providing a wide range of electronic appliances, including televisions, refrigerators, chest freezers, and air conditioners. However, do you know that they also offer extensive selection of products such as laser televisions, gas cookers, washing machines, smartphones, sound systems, water dispensers, microwaves, blenders, rice cookers, kettles, irons, air fryers, and more? As one of the top electronic companies in Ghana, they are committed to the quality of their products, and that's why they proudly offer up to a 5-year manufacturer defect warranty on all their items. With Hisense showrooms conveniently located across Ghana, you can visit any of their branches in Accra, Chimota, Mahia, Bachona, Dansuman, Kanishin, East Legon, Kaswa, La Paz, West Hills Mall, Tema, Kumasi, Takrady, Takwa, Mankesim, Obuasi, Sunyai, Teshiman, Tamale, Hohwe, and Koforidua. There you can purchase any Hisense product at the best available price on the market. At the best price available on the market. Hisense, best for quality, best for durability, best for energy efficiency, best for affordability, best for style, and best for technology. You call them on 0302 550 000, 0302 550 000, or visit their website hisense.com.gh, hisense.com.gh. And also don't forget to follow them on social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Hisense in Yamadi and Tumu Basa Basa.
In fact, they even give you promo prices at some point.
That's my warranty crack.
But you said something that I think I didn't hear, that it's not about taking videos and pictures of please. Don't go there. That one. Let us watch the videos. That's the only thing we get from. But I think that government has a good opportunity. Because you see, these things create a reason for you to step in and take control of that sector. And I'm saying that if government actually takes control of the transportation sector within the capital alone and runs it well, it will make a lot of money, first of all.
And gain the trust of the people.
And it will work to the advantage of government. So the state has a good opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to step in and take control. Because even what you have, the people who are charging fares anyhow, their vehicles, if you sit in the vehicles, you will even get angry. You will even get angry. If you are not scratched by something that will give you tetanus for the rest of your life that you can never deal with, you have a problem with the seats. Fitting into the seat too is a problem. So it's not like as if you are getting comfort in exchange for what they are offering you. They are basically just telling you that I am what you have. Either you take it or you leave it. What does that mean? That means that the state has derelict on its responsibility in that arena. Because if you had better, they will not be acting the manner in which they are acting. If, for example, there's a bus coming, comfortable bus, on his way, just delays by 5 minutes, and then you try to board the trotro and he tells you that, you can say, oh, no problem. I'll rather be late than waste money and enter something that is not even comfortable. Because even the car is what I just say parties in the that you see, and the cars that they are using to hold people to ransom alone does not speak well of the state itself.
Not even roadworthy to begin with.
See, so there are many things that the government has a good opportunity. That's why I'm saying that city managers, we don't have a management of this city. We don't. We should have ordinarily. It would have made the task easier. Because if you have the AMA in the nature in which it was, are you sure this would have been happening?
I don't think so.
Because Accra Metropolitan Assembly back then, they used to solve problems. By this time, they will have deployed people whose job it is to ensure that you do not do that. And it will not be done. Because if you do, they might even take your car away. They will have sanctions for doing that. We do not have managers of this city, and we need to do that. Have some. I'm saying that the current arrangement is poor. It doesn't work for us, and it's useless. It's useless. It will not solve any problem. It will not solve the drainage problem. It will not solve the road problem. It will not solve the transportation problem. It won't solve
Neither the filth problem.
Yes, it won't solve any problem, and it's not.
But what you said about the bus, I thought some time ago when we had issue with human traffic, the government stepped in and promised to import or provide a number of buses to take care of that.
Yes, those buses are coming in. But I am saying that's another matter altogether. But no, some are.
But the problem is still there. We can't feel.
No. It's that what has been brought in is not enough to solve the problem.
But they don't see this as an emergency situation that would warrant.
You see, government through their
agency.
There are funds competing for. There are problems competing for funds. Do you understand?
Is there a problem bigger than what concerns the very survival of the people?
That's not all. You have forgotten that there's also a flooding situation.
It's also part of it.
There's a road situation. The road. The man is charging you because of the road. Government has to fix major trunk roads and go and fix feeder roads, the small town roads and everything. All that is under one state. And we have watched as people have derelicted on doing what they were supposed to do. So the roads are in bad condition. Where they said they were fixing the roads, they have created more problems. Look at Apia Dankwa here. They did the road like 500 times. The road is still in bad condition. So these are problems that are already there. So government is dealing with that. They have, Charlie.
Well,
I understand, but I'm saying that if they have city managers, it will have been easier.
Yes, you don't need
now that
big budget to fix this madness.
And this is what
deploy policemen.
This is
deploy policemen on the streets in mufti or military.
Most of the churches that
so what are you,
applying our roads is not for the police people. See, as we sit here, this is the situation we are confronted with. Somebody must act.
Has the duty to do.
Somebody is supposed to be acting.
Yeah, that the transport ministry is failing to address any of this.
Like anything, the thing that has to look at us, we have to shout about the fact that after Christmas, people were packed. I mean, in long queues and all that before they start coming in with some buses and all that. What is it? They don't listen around. They don't do any research. They don't do any investigation. Nothing. What is it?
The queues are worsening.
And anytime, I mean, we see ministries being proactive. You mentioned the issue. The next moment you see an action being taken. Even, I mean, what do we call municipal and district executives are being proactive. What is wrong with the transport ministry? What is it? Why? If there's something happening there that is not, I mean, giving them the that is making them weak in acting, they should let us know. Other than that, you are supposed to work. If you
and
cannot,
they are not working.
If you cannot
if
work,
you see how...
park yourself somewhere. I don't even know why some people we just appoint people, because I don't see what they are doing there as ministry. No, don't tell me to cool down. It's high time we just say it and tell them, because this is a very weak ministry. Transportation is no joke. Oh. We don't give transportation to jokers. Because Sena, transportation in a country like ours. In a country like ours, transportation is no joke. And so if the minister in charge cannot be serious with the people, I'm sorry, you don't have a place there.
In Accra, everybody's moving.
I don't know what is wrong. This government, there are too many people holding positions for people. Even if they cannot work, Obi quota they have to give it to the person, and we are seeing a lot of them doing nothing, helping. They are not helping anything.
We need to take a break. We'll be back.
Oh.
Good energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Goyle, good energy.
Hello?
Charlie, I'm at the library. Why do you keep calling me?
Wait, question. What's the capital of Burkina Faso?
Ouagadougou. Bye.
Wait. Which planet is the hottest in the solar system?
Venus. Charlie, why all these questions?
See, I'm playing the MTN Swipe and Win promo. I might cash out some cool 1,000 Ghana cedis today.
1,000 cedis? Shh. Charlie, what's the next question?
Join the MTN Swipe and Win promo today. Answer trivia, earn points, and stand a chance to win 1,000 Ghana cedis every day. Weekly cash of 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000 Ghana cedis. A brand new Hyundai Texan in the first 3 months, and the ultimate grand prize of 500,000 Ghana cedis. Recharge your account to qualify for the daily draws. To join, visit swipeandwinpromo.mtn.com.gh. Download the My MTN app or dial *5030#. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. TNCs apply.
MTN.
Hey, have you heard? Third Eye Care and Vision Center is at it again. Oh, they are giving a 50% discount on everything, including glasses and glaucoma tests to everyone 60 years and above. And this is actually an everyday thing. Oh,
hey, the Third Eye Care and Vision Center would open 50% riba. You would the share G above glaucoma tests, blah chichi, alomio ganquia. You would the Gina Amada Shadeka Upa Blood, the Chivoa.
Yes, so let's all go to Third Eye Care and Vision Center at Airport Residential Area, close to the Association International School, opposite the Mirage Residence, or North Ridge, on the same premises as Sunny FM. You can call Third Eye Care and Vision Center on 0245 938389. The Third Eye Care and Vision Center, your total eye care solution provider.
Radio station you can call your own.
I love Radio Gold 90.5.
Ghana for Madam High Sense in you. Yeka High Sense ya. Mwamu nimse eye home appliances ya. Efe. Eye papa. Entry power. Ne buona so dafo. High Sense ya ubeto abrochim. Sa quality na ubeto ni Ghana. And nunti na yenya hoto so ya mau 5 years manufacture defect warranty. Air condition, television, say refrigerator, washing machine, sound system, gas cooker, electric cooker, smartphone, and iron. The one dear, yes, in a power bia. And Tipura High Sense showroom bia. Kojo dear. High Sense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Frustrated with outdated banking experiences? You deserve an app that makes your life easier, not harder. Say hello to the CBG mobile app, your new cool way to handle everything banking. With biometric security, lightning fast mobile money access, and one-touch bill payment. Banking has never been this smooth.
Stop imagining when you can live a life where your entire banking world is in your pocket, ready whenever you need it. No stress, no fuss. Don't settle for less. Experience a more superior, convenient way of banking today with the CBG mobile app. Banking made cool, fast and secure. Welcome to the good life. CBG. We stand with
Minya, baby, obeto asase. Ufie, ubetenem. Anase, adensi uniam. Ena ye udadri ana. Enye, na me kamfo Heart Builders Real Estate. Edi amount. Heart Builders Real Estate. Nyuma pa, wanu mi yini binye. Wanu mo tontong insase adensi uniama. Ena afi, edanya, wanu mo si dada. Afi, so pese, yesi udayin sumawa. Yebe sini kama edi amawo. Wanu mo sansu ye architectural drawing, land survey, biofuel digester. Minya, seninsu, ne wunu se, Heart Builders Real Estate. Yensanse ni bi ewo. Shine Hills. Ningo Prampra, Tay Kwame, Anes, and Afi, Dawa, Minia, and Niji Semini say, Saukra 25,000, Equa, Uber to Yang and Sassini B, Ato, say a year half plot, full plot, Anna, Ekesa, you bet Trebi at the Amawo, Heart Builders Real Estate, Ewo installment plan, at the Mobi Pia, one more Busumi Miensa, Educo Pim a Fibako, say, Fit Trio Kenyana, Kayona Shanu say, Yansasano, Langa, the same piano, Minia, if Yada, enemy minute the Pia, Yatunsa from say, Bra, Nefu and Nico Shasas and Bebieta, Afi, Shishiachra Quine, I was a shaman, any old Mandela Park, no, Anna, Taketo, Divisional Police Headquarters, any dish anymore, Fraying, I want who may so 0241 66 5200, Anna 0540 22 6276, and Afi 0256 06 4491.
You've been told the station is gold, never gets cold. So just be bold, advertise. Cause here, you sell out.
Radio station you can call your own.
I love Radio Gold 90.5.
See, there are some ministries that directly impact the lives of people. Transport ministry is one. So the way in which people address that matter, in fact, when we continue to tell the story and people are allowed to tell you what they go through when it comes to this matter of transportation and the charging of arbitrary fees, in fact, you won't be able to contain people's anger, emotions, and perhaps the things they will say about the government. So I think that the person sitting at the transport ministry should understand that what they are doing will have how they act, their performance in office will have a direct impact on the government. It's important. Anyway, we'll come back there because it's not a matter that would end today. I don't think that the people sitting there intend to solve any problem now. But let's move on to another matter.
So they don't intend to solve any problem. No.
Then
they should go home.
Anyway,
they should pack their bags and go home.
Yes.
Because we put them there to solve problems. If they are not ready, they should just go home. What is it?
Okay, so we're moving on to the matter. Recall that one of the running matters too is the matter of the former Chief Justice. She's in many forums. I think she's in court in Ghana, and she was also at the ECOWAS court. Yesterday, a post was made. Nancy, do you have that post?
Yes, and it was the Deputy Attorney General, Justice Ramsay, who made the post, and it says that the ECOWAS Community Court has a while ago dismissed all of the 7 claims which the former Chief Justice, her ladyship, Justice Gertrude Tokonu, brought against our beloved republic. In respect of her ladyship's claim for $10 million damages. Is that right? $10 million damages. The court held that in light of the court's conclusions, that Ghana has not violated any of the applicant's rights under the African Charter as alleged. The court makes no decision on reparations. And so that is it. Thanks again to our team of illustrious state attorneys who put in hours and hours of research to support the Republic's defense. So that was what Justice Sai posted yesterday.
Okay. Okay. Adam, what did she want? These 7 reliefs that were dismissed. What was she asking from the ECOWAS court?
The first is a declaration that the suspension of the applicant Tokono as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana by the President of the Republic, the President of the respondent state on 22nd April 2025 violated the applicant's human right to fair hearing guaranteed by the Article 7 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. That's the first one.
So her right to fair hearing was violated.
Exactly.
Okay.
The second one is the declaration that the panel instituted by the respondent, which is Ghana, to investigate and determine the allegations of misconduct against her was not constituted to guarantee its independence and impartiality, and as such has violated the applicant's human right to a fair hearing guaranteed by Article 7 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. That's
okay. So the second one is that she feels that the panel that was composed,
they will not independently carry out.
Okay. So her opinion is that the panel was not independent.
Exactly.
And was partial.
Partial.
Okay.
The third is a declaration that the purported suspension of the applicant by the president on the said date constitute a violation of her human right to fair, equitable, and satisfactory conditions of work guaranteed by Article 15 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights.
Read that again. Fair what?
A declaration that the purported suspension of her by our president constitute a violation of her human right to.
Human rights to.
Fair. Equitable. And satisfactory conditions of work.
And satisfactory conditions of work.
Yes.
Okay, the suspension is in the Ghanaian constitution.
Yeah.
Okay, the constitution said she can't be suspended.
Exactly.
But she says that suspension constitutes a violation of, of a right to fair, equitable,
and satisfactory
conditions of work.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Continue.
Next, a declaration that the purported suspension of her has exposed her to public ridicule and odium, locally and internationally, and that the said act constitutes a violation of a human right to dignity guaranteed by Article 5 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights.
A judge who has said, "Pam, you are going to jail 5 years,"
exactly,
says that her suspension.
Yes.
The person that they've jailed.
Yes.
That person there, okay, so says her suspension is what?
Has exposed her to public ridicule.
Public ridicule.
And odium.
Odium.
Yes. Locally and internationally.
Locally and internationally.
Yeah.
When she was taking up the post, she realized that in the constitution that set up her office and says that she can be appointed, the same constitution says that she can be suspended. Exactly. Oh, okay, but she didn't read that part. That she didn't know that if that part happens, you'll be okay. Perhaps. Continue.
A declaration that by subjecting the applicant to an illegal and unfair investigation and trial since April 2025, the respondent has inflicted injuries on her professional standing and image, thereby exposing her and her family to immeasurable public ridicule.
Immeasurable public ridicule.
Yeah.
By what?
By subjecting her to an illegal and unfair investigation.
An illegal
and unfair
investigation.
Exactly. That's what she said there.
Okay.
The next one is an order to the respondent to act immediately to prescribe the rules of procedure to govern the investigation of allegation of misconduct against her in conformity with the right to a fair hearing guaranteed by the Constitution of Ghana and the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Next one. An order directing the respondent to lift the suspension immediately and restore the applicant to full office until conclusion of fair constitutional proceedings.
Okay.
Next. An order restraining the respondent from continuing with the purported inquiry for the removal of the applicant as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana.
Okay. There are some parts, there are some that I think we have gone beyond.
Yes.
Because some of them are couched in a way that talks about suspension.
Yes.
When we move beyond suspension to a recommendation for removal, which has been carried out.
Yeah.
She's no longer the Chief Justice of Ghana. So
it looks like she
filed
submitted
this
this
while
exactly.
the process was ongoing.
Exactly. Final
Okay.
one. An award of $10 million as compensation for moral and reputational damages suffered by the applicant as a result of her illegal suspension and unfair investigation.
Illegal suspension and unfair investigation.
She's used
$10
this
million.
phrase a number of times. Illegal suspension
and investigation. Okay. So to be frank, we've moved beyond the point of suspension.
Yeah.
We've moved to the point of a recommendation from a committee, and she's been removed accordingly. It's been months since that has happened. Okay. So she went before the court yesterday, and the Deputy Attorney General is telling us that the court dismissed all her reliefs, did not grant any of them, because the court did not find that anything unfair and untoward was done to her, or she was not able to establish that in court. The court was not satisfied that anything untoward was done in her case. This, like I said, is not the only case that she has currently running. We'll be speaking to Alhaji Yunus Abseni on this shortly. We'll also be having a conversation subsequently on two other things. This week, the NDC has been honoring the memory of the late Jerry Young Runnings. We'll be speaking to someone who was quite close to him when he was around. Dr. Todiedu will join us on the line to have a conversation with us, and then also we'll then conclude in the central region. Flooding and the havoc it is causing there, whether they've seen some improvement. I think 2 days ago, Kwesi Dawood spoke to the Pampaso team. We are checking in with him to see what has changed subsequently, whether there's been any improvements or they expect it to get worse. So we'll be checking in with him to speak to him on this. Well, taking us to 44 minutes past 8, and Alhaji Yunus Abseni has joined us on the line. Alhaji, good morning. Alhaji, I hope you're well.
I'm fine, Sena. How are you?
I am also doing well. And
Good.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
First, does the decision of the ECOWAS court come to you as a surprise?
Not at all. Not at all. Sena, you recall that during the proceedings leading to the removal of the former Chief Justice, even though there were voices of concern that were raised, none of the voices pointed to a real breach of the Constitution, constitutional provisions that mandates the procedure that a Chief Justice or a Justice of a Supreme Court has to be dealt with under Article 146. Now, when you read Article 146 carefully, you will find that there are procedural, institutional, and substantive limitations on the power of the president to act on a petition. Now, so when the president receives a petition, substantially, he cannot by himself determine whether the petition raises a prima facie case. That's a limitation on the authority of the president under Article 58. The Constitution provides a procedure. If it is for the removal of a Justice of the Superior Court of Judicature, he refers the petition to the Chief Justice himself or herself to determine whether the petition raises a prima facie case. If it is for the removal of the Chief Justice, because of a superior principle of natural justice, which says that a person cannot be a judge in his or her own cause, a petition for her removal cannot be sent to her for the determination of prima facie. And so the Constitution provides that the institution that will determine the prima facie, whether the petition raises a prima facie case, is the Council of State. Now, I have said consistently that the framers of the Constitution since 1969 have sought to insulate the process for the removal of a Chief Justice from partisan political considerations. That is why they substantially departed from the practice in the United States of America or the United Kingdom, where a petition for the removal of a justice
Justice of the Superior Court of Judicature or the Chief Justice has to be done by the people's representatives, that is in Congress or in the House of Lords. But in this case, they said the Council of State. Now, because the Constitution, when you read the 1969 draft Constitution, the Constituent Assembly report, you will see clearly that they wanted the process to be insulated against partisan concentration. And throughout, we have been at pains to say that the president has religiously followed all the processes and procedure provided for under the Constitution. So I knew that the ECOWAS court would be hard put to see a breach of the Constitution that has a direct impact or bearing on a violation of the human rights of the Chief Justice, Jokono. And I also knew that they could not come to the conclusion that a right to work had been interfered with. And so it didn't come to me as a surprise at all.
I see. What? Okay, so because of what she had taken to the ECOWAS court, what did you think she needed to establish to be able to get the court to agree with her?
She needed to establish that the process leading to her removal had been bastardized in such a way that it impacted on her right to fair trial. She needed to show that. And fair trial is a human right. Everybody accused of wrongdoing has a right to fair trial. And she needed to show that. So, first of all, she needed to show that the processes leading up to the setting up of the committee and the committee hearings themselves and the verdict of the committee were such that it compromised the right to a fair trial and breached substantially the provisions of the Constitution. And because there's a breach, if she succeeded in establishing a breach to her fundamental human rights, the rights to work would have come naturally. Because if there's a breach to your fundamental human rights, which leads to a consequence that has led to a removal, then your right to work has been interfered with. That's what she needed to show.
Oh, well, and you are confident from how this matter was handled that it was going to be a Herculean task for her to establish that?
I knew it would be a Herculean task. I knew. Behind the scenes, let me be frank with you. We had said that the president should, as much as possible, remove himself emotionally from the process that had been initiated by a petition. The president should just be, in the words of Nana Akufo-Addo, a conveyor belt. And I'm happy to say that the president heeded the advice and followed the processes so religiously that all the people, including the Commonwealth Lawyers Association, the Ghana Bar Association, all the people, the minority in parliament, all those who were speaking were hard put to pointing to a particular provision of the Constitution that had been breached.
What about the suggestion that she feels the panel that was constituted was put together in a manner that would be that panel would not be independent and fair to her?
The Constitution determines the panel. The Constitution. The discretion in setting up of the panel is in choosing the people to be on the panel is exercised by the president. But the Constitution gives the guidelines on the panel. There must be, because it's the Chief Justice, she must be tried, if you want, by her peers. And then there are 3 other persons that will come from outside the judicial system. And the qualification of those 3 persons must be known. They must be persons of integrity. And so, if you look at the people who constituted the committee, they are all, apart from the Justice of the Superior Court of Judicature, whom we know, all the others were men of integrity. In fact, I'm not suggesting that the Justices of the Superior Court of Judicature and the Supreme Court, who were part of the committee, were not men of integrity. They are, but they are known to us. Apart from Nombo, who also is known to us, you agree with me that Nombo himself stands tall when it comes to matters of integrity. So we are not going to do the bidding of anybody. We're going to uphold the Constitution and give the persons appearing before them the benefit of the doubt. And I don't think that the committee was set up skewed towards delivering a judgment that was favorable to the president. No. And in fact, it was not the president who generated the petition in the first place, was it? And I have been at pains to say that, Sena, the petition for the removal of the Chief Justice, Tokono, did not start with the coming into office of the NDC. Kukuwaza is known to have petitioned the president, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, to remove the Chief Justice Tokono. I don't know of Kukuwaza being an NDC person. But he felt that the Chief Justice Tokono had brought herself within the ambit of Article 1461 of the Constitution, stated misbehavior, incompetent. And so petitioned the president to remove the Chief Justice.
I see. But if she wanted to push that point, what would she have to? Because it's different when you're saying, okay, the Constitution gives the guidelines. And when you're saying, I can say for a fact that the people that have been putting will not be fair to me. What does she need to prove if she wanted the court to uphold that?
She needed to concrete evidence, not perception. No perception.
Concrete evidence.
That was why they were at pains to concocted stories about the justices meeting people in the cafe, in the restaurant. You remember?
Yes.
They were looking for evidence. You needed concrete evidence, no speculation.
I see. So for you, this outcome is not something that surprises you at all.
No. Yeah, I mean, what we all have come to accept is that this Chief Justice or the former Chief Justice Tokono did not take the removal lying down. Akokosa did not challenge his removal when he was removed by the Vice President. This Chief Justice, I mean, we have come a long way, and so probably this Chief Justice thinks that, and the former Chief Justice thinks that she should explore all avenues to challenge the processes leading to her removal, and we are better for it. I'm sure the Constitutional Review Committee will tighten the loose ends of the provision of Article 146.
But there are those who still suggest, like Solomon Owusu, for example, who says the issue of making it difficult to remove a Chief Justice is untenable. That it should actually be as easy as possible.
No. It should be so, and even tighter.
It should be tighter.
So that we insulate the Chief Justice from the capricious and vindictive President who wants to remove a Chief Justice for reasons best known to him.
But if because they're saying is it Caesar's wife or something, I don't know. There's a famous thing that is said that the hands of a judge must be ordinarily cleaner than that of someone who you can describe as a criminal. That the standards to which we hold somebody who is in that office should be higher. So what we would remove them for should be even the minimal thing that they did. We should be able to say that, go. You are not supposed to even go here. You know better.
No. You see, the Constitution did not say misbehavior. It said stated misbehavior. Stated misbehavior. So you must state that misbehavior that you think is so weighty for the removal of a justice or a Superior Court of Judicature. You must state it and provide particulars of that misbehavior. You understand? So you can't just come making allegations of misbehavior. You must provide evidence of that misbehavior and be prepared to put it to the Chief Justice or the Justice or the Superior Court of Judicature. Incompetence. You must demonstrate. And that is incompetence in the performance of a duties as a Justice of the Superior Court of Judicature. Not any incompetence. And with particular reference to the Chief Justice, incompetence in her administration because she has a dual function. She's a judge of the Supreme Court, and she's also the administrator of the judiciary. So if we are charging the Chief Justice of incompetence, it's either incompetence in the performance of her duties, or which is judiciary functions, or incompetence in the performance of her administrative functions. You must demonstrate that. And if the third leg, incapacity to perform her functions by reason of incapacity or mental infirmity, you must demonstrate that. And then, even in that case, a committee will be set up to determine whether your assertion is true, because you cannot, by looking, there's no act to find a man's construction on his face. Shakespeare said. So there must be medical, scientific evidence of that. So the removal is weighty enough. I don't think that anybody has said that those provisions, the provision in Article 146 is not weighty. What I've heard many people say is that the committee, and I've heard it from people, I've read it from the
Good energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Goyle, good energy.
National Petroleum Authority say, Mawabambo hu hiya ukane. Ain't no, stay back and stay safe. National Petroleum Authority, ebo bibia kokose, se fuo tank enya kwenshia, ne dania, men ko ho nkwaye wadwen se, o kwosisa petrol anafa ngono. Ena finso, menye wadwen se wo ben fuo tank enya kwenshia ne ho, akwa kodwitwa videos, ana pictures. Na petrol anafa ngo wo hwenso, uhua ko wumu a, enye sunsu asobone, ewo wapomoden semso. Fangonso, eho ahometinti no, enfomso akitu ebi, ebetumi ameja tom, amana jise wum, ebane sa, nipa dodo timi femu hihye ehwe mo nkwa emeja pade dodo na nso esei enunti memfa wo nkwa nto chacha enye saa obenu ho nkwa na nyina se wo se fuo tanka bi enya kwanhia na dane amafango no ebugu mpo a hwa na wa aman ho da. Stay back and stay safe. Emomo no aya fredum je jumayefo ana posifo no mo mehwe nso ano wutumi nso efre National Petroleum Authority ewo 0302 550 380 kaise wonkwa wo hoi ehu hia bebre esensa afango no kokoboy National Petroleum Authority enede bro.
I've been so cool. Or maybe restaurant and 2 a.m. sounds. Now first in Mabel's Power. When Nungwala Tade Saint or Nautical Quantum Panaso. Ain't Jumedi beer with your Ben here gun and in Nigeria for me and be at his jollof rice, plain rice, bankuni tilapia, mabrami pizza, eba any agushi in kuobi, okra soup, bitter leaf stew, any afufro bebre. So we a year oji our dear otu bedin, and now pose woody Jumedi na here in Riane Papano. For more dinner for any Mabel restaurant, any Mabel's Power. Yeah, free delivery. Kishomachira Kwai Ewa Nungwa C5 Junction, any Nungwa Latter-day Saint. Fre Omo Ewa 0244 052012 and I say 0270 258028. Mabel's Restaurant and Mabel's Pub in Riani Penina Himfi.
Miato mi do to Anyato ya Chicago Club Road, yeah, ya do. Amanchinya goglo, Planyato Fito Tui Manyo, a passa manyo, a passa do badu, Yata mi do to.
Fellow Ghanaians are citizens of Omofia. Radio Gold is back. And so is Kokosa reporting. And so it's on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 5:30 p.m. And it is the same objective, no nonsense commentary on pertinent religious, social, political, economic, sports issues. So be my guest and bring your advertisements too, even if they send the tax report to come and audit you suddenly. Because you get your results. My name is Efo Daoud Bidan Kosivi Kokosa Achka Akofusi, and I invite you to make a date. It's on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 5:30 p.m. See you ever.
On air, Radio Gold 90.5 FM. Online, www.radiogoldlive.com. And on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Radio Gold 905 FM. Follow, like, and share.
And well, this is coming from Hadi in Pig Farm. Hadi says the suspended Chief Justice should know that not every battle strengthens a legacy. As President Donald Trump found out in his war with the Islamic Republic of Iran. Power drunkenness leads to humiliating defeat and loss of status. It should have been reasonable if the former Chief Justice had respectfully resigned and took her benefits. A native doctor who invoked a storm on his people cannot prevent his people, his house from who sent that. Nancy? Yeah. Do the business.
Well, when Kofi's shop, no, you guys. When Kofi's shop caught fire, he didn't just lose goods, he lost hope. But SIC Insurance was there to help him rebuild, restore, and smile again. When Aram's car was damaged, SIC responded with speed, getting her back on the road and back to joy. And when Al Hassan's family faced the unexpected, SIC stood by them, replacing every stolen item and restoring peace of mind. These are the moments that matter: the Kofis, the Arams, the Al Hassans, and to you. At SIC Insurance, every policy carries a sacred promise to care, to deliver, to be there when it matters most. So join the SIC Insurance family today for all your motor, fire, accident, travel, and marine insurance needs. You'll be glad you did. Talk to a broker or any of their licensed agents today, or call toll-free 0800 100 055. SIC Insurance. Our promises are sacred. Are you looking to own a premium home in a prime location in Accra? Then SNIT invites you to explore its luxury apartments and townhouses featuring spacious 2, 3, and 4-bedroom units across selected communities in Accra. Choose from Adinkra Heights and Cantonments, Eagles Place and Royal Tivoli in Sakumono, and then the Meridian Gardens in Klagon for your next home. Experience comfort, style, and value backed by a trusted institution. Units are selling now, so call 0244 593 276 or visit SNIT Sales Office at the 6th floor, Rich Tower, Accra for further enquiries.
SM.
Yo. Okay. Register,
Yes.
you know.
Yes. Okay.
And management of National Lottery Authority. One more any concern. Because our team is withdrawn, I National Lottery Authority the concern Lotto Agent Association of Ghana, Clark 4, ND Kasubum. No more extending a registration edema a agent and writers nina Amoya Juma under a NLA licensed private lotto operators. Edifi a 31st May, Mino Kasei, Omodia call a 30th June 2026. I now okase a ma yasha se e bom nkae no. Won se akabe se nefuabe makoma kwenu osensia na e dwumbo so me no akona wiye. Ai. Enti se de 30th June 2026. Eno mama akwa kopim. Enti we de agent writers. Yeshe mu nyina nkran se monko abefu ntintan kese no eso. Ai www.nlaclark.com www.nlaclark.com Ni nyina entwede nketo ani bi. Na ese small letters no. Clark no CLAAG. Aha, na wako register. Pacho uya registration na. Financial is say obetua 250 cedis. 250 cedis and send we process no. Na on set me account sticker. Do the NLA sticker and you binum sticker. NLA sticker. Na when tuya 250 cedis na. Untimi entwaso enko na wako we process no kra na wa print enya sticker there be. Na onya sticker ni wi a misro memfa kwhye osumi ase anase ompase na ompa buom there be. Omsi ba bia o kiosk no esi no anase ba bia o container ni si no. Fakobo kiosk no anase container no ehu. Se de be ya NLA compliance team ni ba obi hu se ampa. O wedding shen so pepepe. And we are agent anase we are writer. Now one register by 30th June 2026 na. Misrewa untimi eni loto hudwa ewo eye Ghana ha. Ai sanse eye NLA compliance team no ebeba ni nam amoba no mu se da bi wudi loto hudwa wudi sticker ni bia. Waso be ye papa. Enti mentwen mana mo to me no kase ye mentwen last minute da bi. Ai register today. Call www.nlaclark.com. Kaination is say no sticker, no sales. We if management of National Lottery Authority ho. Anom say yamfama eye etiefo ene Ghana fo nyina. Afi Suzy Aba Center for Eddie CB men, any CB women aba. Mr. Obama bia wontimi nwunso yi anase wo how e wo dwunso mu. Ana yede rubber katita bia se Obama mu. O dwunso abrepa na o dwunso ni mu achemienu. Anase emu hihyewa hu de oyo ho. Mr. CB men capsules ebe boa wo hahoro we nyina ebe firi ho. Empanifo wie no ye nuanom mma no omo antwa omo anya. Omo so omo de aba. Ahin omo de CB women capsules no aba. Obai opese osiesie ho fefefe ma ye frɛ oba sima CB women capsules ena ohia. Mosome so na okɔ joy oba oyankuto na onamu menstrual pains ana menstrual cramps no ni nyina CB women capsules. Mr. CB men CB women ope bia to Ghana ha de herbal shop pharmacy ana se chemical shop bia obebowura wo no nye bia to ewo. Na emum no open dudu motimi etu akokoton de akwasi broni se for bulk purchase for any chemu or Patch Ventures ewo ukanshi anase Suzy Aba for 0247 111671 0247 111671 anase 0246 578750 0246 578750 Suzy Aba Center Ghana ma ene memase wo mo edamwase.
Of course, sometimes big moments start with small things, a call to a loved one, a Momo transactions to support family, a bundle to grow your business. But what if they could lead to something bigger than you ever imagined? With MTN at 30 promo, every call, every test, every browse, every Momo transaction, every connection to home fiber, and every activity on the My MTN app earns you point towards amazing rewards, including 9 brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Prados, over 10 million Ghana cedis in cash prizes, and unforgettable experiences just for you. Because every move counts. Dial 530 hash. Star 530 hash, or use My MTN app to participate. Now, let's stay connected everywhere you go. MTN at 30 promo. Make every move count. Terms and conditions apply. Well, like I said, we would have to have a quick conversation with Dr. Tony Edu shortly on what transpired earlier in the week. The NDC and the Runnings Foundation organized 2 separate events. One was a lecture. The first one in the morning was the commissioning of a bust and also renaming the party headquarters after former President Jerry John Rawlings. This is Kofi Totobi Kwache, who was an appointee of Jerry John Rawlings, sharing some of the legacy issues that needs to be learned from by the National Democratic. So the current National Democratic Congress, the lessons they need to learn from the life of Rawlings and how his way of handling things should shape the thinking of those who seek leadership now.
And perhaps most significantly, they gave us the example of 2000, when President Rawlings, after long years at the helm, accepted the verdict of the people and helped set the heart of the nation at ease through a peaceful transfer of power. That is why today's NDC must understand the burden of its inheritance. We cannot invoke Rawlings in song, in cloth, in portrait, and in slogan, while quietly departing from the values that made his name endure. The NDC was not founded as a vehicle for personal aggrandizement. It was not founded for opportunists, political mercenaries, contractors of convenience, or persons whose only ideology is personal profit. It was founded as a movement of purpose, and that purpose is constantly being tested. Even after the electorate delivered a clear verdict on the previous administration, it should concern us that there are still Ghanaians who wonder whether we truly represent a different standard of public service. How can it still be a question whether the party of Rawlings stands for probity and accountability? How can it still be a question whether we came to serve or merely take our turn? These questions must disturb every true cadre, every party elder, every minister, every appointee, every constituency executive, and every young person who carries the NDC card with pride. Because the danger before us is not that we might lose an election. Parties win and lose. That is the nature of democracy. The deeper danger is that we may help convince the Ghanaian people that the two dominant parties are, in the end, the same. That belief is corrosive. When citizens conclude that all parties are alike, they do not merely reject politicians, they reject the democratic system itself. They question whether elections matter. They doubt whether constitutional government can deliver justice, discipline, and accountability. And when that trust erodes, a dangerous desperation can take root. If the dominant parties of the Fourth Republic come to be seen as indistinguishable vessels of elite self-interest, we do not only invite a healthy third-party challenge, we risk creating the deeper vacuum that a more dangerous politics fills. The demagogue does not need to invent a crisis. He only needs one that we have already made. The solution, I submit, is not to close ranks and defend the status quo. It is to give Ghanaians a reason to believe that this party, this tradition, this legacy of Jerry John Rawlings still stands for something worth choosing. We must not surrender that ground, and it is gratifying that President John Mahama is keeping faith and keeping hope alive as far as the vision is concerned.
No, very interesting comments from Mr. Kofi Totobi-Kwache, one of those who rarely speak publicly. There are many people who have heard of his name but have never heard his voice before. I was just trying to recall, many years ago, I was trying to recall how he sounds like, because he rarely speaks. And he's saying virtually the same thing. I remember when Jerry Rawlings said, was it at one of their congresses or something, when he was talking about who the MPP are, that they like what they are, that you should not seek to be like them. And the constant suggestions by people that, oh, MPP and NDC are the same. They are children of the same mother. They are the same. He's saying the NDC should be cautious of those kind of pronouncements, because when people feel that both parties are alike in nature, there's a tendency for a demagogue to be created and for a new kind of politics to emerge that will be dangerous not only to the country but also to the two parties. That is Kofi Totobi-Kwache's caution to the NDC. Never be seen to be like the new patriotic party. We're joined on the line by Dr. Tony Edu. Doc, good morning, and thank you very much for your time.
Good morning, Sena.
I hope you're in good health. And thank you very much for joining us. First, I want to ask what your views are on the decision by the NDC to name the party headquarters after the late Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, considering the fact that he was never a big fan of monuments being named after him.
I think it's the right call, even though the man himself stated that while he was living, of course, national monuments shouldn't be the name after him. But that doesn't cancel out the need of using monuments to keep him perpetually alive. That is his name, at least.
I see. And then but why is there a need to do that if he was not a big fan of faith? Why is there a need to immortalize Rawlings in such a manner?
Ghana needs that because he came in with principles which, from the moral society point of view, elevate Ghana above ordinary countries in Africa, where corruption and all kinds of misdeeds are rampant. First of all, we need to recognize that he's been the longest president of Ghana since its independence. Two, with him, we have in our constitution principles of probity and accountability, which didn't exist in the constitution before. And we need to keep on hoping that one day the political leadership of this country will be free of any charges of corruption, because we're still fighting corruption as one of the stumbling blocks of Ghana's economic development.
To you, is that his legacy? The constant, I don't know whether to call it references or efforts to entrench that probity and accountability into our politics. Would that always be the legacy of Rawlings whenever his name is mentioned?
Obviously. He lived for it and he demonstrated it. But then, it looks like every step we take towards the eradication of our corruption, we take 2 steps back to entrench it. Our whole politics have become what people call kleptocracy. And it's a shame that on both sides of the political divide, that is between the NPP and NDC, there doesn't seem to be much difference. The only difference is the scale. Whereas we have Kakrabi, no, we have no fine.
Because there's that constant reference to both parties are the same. Are you suggesting that it's becoming difficult to see a difference between the two?
I've always said that over 70% of active NDC people don't know what party stands for. To them, it's just a bandwagon to riches and wealth. If this is the case, or to the extent that this is the case, then there is no much difference between the two parties, except the level at which such misdeeds are carried out. One does it big with impunity. The other does it on a level at which it becomes almost like a reckless venture, unconscious reckless venture.
And I guess when he was alive at one of the congresses, that was the concern he raised.
Yes.
The concern of NDC drifting towards what the NPP is instead of being what it's supposed to be. What was the NDC supposed to be from the beginning?
We should be standing for social justice. We should allow the socialism in our social democratic party to come out much stronger. That is what needs to be done in the NDC. The state should be an active player in the economy, not just a facilitator. We should play the role of entrepreneur where we find a private capital cannot go. We should go. The state should go there. Like job creation. You can't create job by just saying that you provide the enabling environment. You have to create a job by farming out the job. Enterprises. That's what we should be doing.
But those who argue against that say our history speaks to a situation where state enterprises rarely, one, survive, two, are properly managed.
I know. That's because of corruption, lack of accountability. But once you strengthen accountability, state-owned enterprises then will be much more productive. The two go hand in hand.
Once you strengthen accountability.
Yes.
Okay, so to you that
strengthen principle of accountability into the main works of state-owned enterprises. And I believe that one strategy should be that the leadership of state-owned enterprises must be paid on results, not guaranteed salaries. They get paid on results.
It's one way for you, paid on results.
Yes, that's what I think it should happen.
Well, let me then ask you on the matter of Rawlings. For you, you worked with him closely. To you, what is the one thing you call his lasting legacy that they can point to and always say, but for Rawlings, this will not have happened?
He showed us how leaders should be modest. Modesty. To the extent that all leadership must be accountable to the people who voted them into power. That means you shouldn't be exploiting the people you are supposed to serve. You shouldn't behave with impunity towards the people who rely on you for their welfare. That is Rawlings' legacy. Why do you think he went into the gutters at Nima and Cape Coast for? To demonstrate that the common man must also be responsible for his welfare and not rely on the state to do everything for him or her. That's one thing he demonstrated. Leadership by example. Going into the gutters was not for propaganda purposes. It was educational. Even though his opponents tend to laugh at him.
And Doc, before I let you go, I recall vividly that interview we had, the one-on-one interview we had, the extended one. One of the things you said was you looking forward to Black Stars participating at the World Cup and doing quite well. So far, what do you think?
So far, so good. They're doing well. But they must also play football, not defend football. I wish they will open up a bit and show that we have skills that can match the best in the world. And I hope that in the next game, we'll open up and show the world what we can do as an attacking team.
You want to see a lot more attacking football from them?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Doc, thank you. Thank you for speaking to us.
You are welcome, Moj.
That's Dr. Tony Edu joining us on the line. He says so far so good. He needs to see, but they should open up and attack. That's one of the things he's looking forward to watching from the Black Stars. Adam, as for the Black Stars matter, dear, yesterday I was listening to is it Agro Drive? And people brought in Godfather to come and as if Godfather was he's facing the Sahindri or something. I don't know what this matter is. A man can express his opinion confidently and truthfully. See, everybody speaks differently.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I actually think, you see, Ghana has a problem. The problem is this. Our problem is that we live in the comfort of what seems to be successes, but are not.
Yeah.
Once we forget this thing, and people like Godfather start to align the way people want him to, and start to sound like everybody, oh, it is going well, it is going well. And we get to the World Cup, and somehow, if we even make it to the semifinals, we would have assumed that we have solved our problems in football.
Yeah.
Nothing will be done again until the next World Cup. We are starting to figure out what is being done. His voice is one of those voices that remind us that the things that need to be done have not yet been done. If you're seeing some semblance of results, does not mean that the problem has been solved.
It's true.
So I agree with people like him who will not look at this thing and be too excited. Frankly, I didn't understand the excitement. To be very frank, I don't understand the excitement because I watched that match. 5 minutes into the match, I was sitting with David and my wife. I told the two of them that if Ghana can play the same way they are playing, England will never score. And we are under no obligation to win this match. That was my view. It was easy to see. Because I watched the English after 5 minutes. I said, these people, they can produce nothing. They will not threaten this team in any way. So people like Godfather remind you that, Charlie, you have not done the things that need to be done. Don't forget. The fact that it looks like it is going your way doesn't mean that you should sleep on the job when you are back. And that is one thing we must do. When the people come back from the World Cup, which they've decided to take themselves to and forgot every one of us here. When they return, we'll remind them that you people, you only go to the World Cup by your own. And also, we must remind them that even if you get to the finals and win this World Cup, there's a problem that must be addressed and should be addressed properly. Because there are things that can happen. Sometimes there are strokes of luck. There are things that align in your favor. If you are prepared small, you get it. Who knows? Maybe our coach is the difference. That if you take the coach out, we will be badly exposed. That's the only good decision that the people who sit on our football have made in many years. The coach. So we need to think through this thing. So when people are questioning Godfather in the manner in which they are questioning, I'm saying that they don't have any point at all. Hold your opinion. Let the man hold his opinion. Godfather, when you come here, sound the same way. Fire everybody. Add me if you feel free, but I'll respond to you. Fire everybody.
A guest about call.
Okay.
Fire.
See, you enko benkrum.
Ampa.
Yeah. Ubia e wana dwen chere.
Ampa.
So far as obe chere wa dwen na undi atemo de.
Fire everybody.
Yeah. Ena empanifo no bi wo ha agi se oyo omosa za no beti asem. So di ubia wana na dwen chere. Ba bia de na yakwa kodru no. De one ya de koy no. Ti mi de bia da de ameka ne se the only thing we can do is say ya be bompa ya the team nechi yankonkonya injuries bia said the beya omomo ko na e team den kakra e do makwa kudu because squad ne ebo boss no na dodo na ndigidi o team no nti Sena Blasters and 7 day yankopon adma Saturday ya be boy last game against Croatia. I believe say o chance here
we'll talk about we'll spend some time
and asana minu ala for be ba no and criminal court 4 and upon on Korea where Republic versus Asamoah and an where Skytrain case, you know, and 10.4 basic kunya was
no. First of all,
yes,
let's go to the first discussion. We had the first.
Which one?
That's get to talk on those. Okay. This one I don't want you to apply.
Gertrude Araba is Sabas.
You want to apply animal rights?
Oh, Debbie.
Okay.
Sena said, Yawaha NM24 SRT committee, right?
Yeah.
Say so why they are born no yen hwehwe ne nsem.
Okay.
Yes anete. Say the constitution no e ka no. Empanifo di so pepepe yes there were issues bra ye to nsa de frɛ no yetiatia ne fa hodie so e bukra so okokora yen mane mfa di kunu nko de e ben se a whole lot.
Yeah, long.
O se say de no course okurum ha no. Wante ase mamfa kwampa so mwetiatia ne fa hodie so. And she has every right.
Yes.
So the beko baby BS so. No, they assembly kuku pimu ewo ECOWAS community court. And I'm penny for transem so. And I'm say and some of bobo so ni nyina no. Ba ku kura ni ho a empanifo bu so okurum ha. Omo de mbra adwuma committee ni wie no said the constitution ehye omampani say eso ye no. He did exactly that. And then who sent Kofubi say NDC omampani promises say Oba Chief Justice Obi Nefi. And I'm say where did he say that? Okojina hefa and Okasa. He never said it. One can be as Oba Chief Justice Obi Nefi.
You see, even okay, continue.
A petition and for the command and not done the man the appropriate quarters. Someone here. On here no no. And some petition on the abano. Edimu and some womb. In this idea, a coin says yet the fasono. Sa coin super paper no more faso. Report no movie no medical common penny, constitution no penny jinaso, and we take that decision. And also on tenant once. If you ask so dear, Emrano a court no homo be obey to me could be. And no de coy, and a penny for said there be. Decision you take you or Ghana Hano. Obey say a correct decision.
Okay.
And you say no, Enra Abano. And upon enemy besides his no, I have papa and obesign Edeben Ediaco. Obey Jemukra, and I say, oh, baby, for a while, I will say,
she'll move to somewhere else.
Yes, Arusha Tribunal.
Yeah.
Any back when I'm at what Netherlands and more friends.
Yeah, easy ICG or something. Yeah.
A honor de Bequa, and I say, obey Jemukra. So in this case, the benefits near the idea say really willingly on one casa resign here and can the benefits send in Sabeka. But you see, I'm Rano Koye Duma or some PJ Adiko Hay. Say, be anywhere in Sabeka.
Oh, people must be encouraged to stand by what they believe
to
be
yes,
their principle. I back Gertrude Tokonu in her search for what she believes is justice. It is her right.
Yes.
She can go. But it doesn't mean that your opinion see, we all have opinions.
Yeah.
That, oh, wrong has been done to me doesn't mean that wrong will be found to have been done to you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And the fact that you think you have been wronged doesn't mean that if you go before somebody, the person will find that wrong has been done for you. Have you ever gone before an elder, complain and finish, and the man gives you a judgment that makes you think, hey, Charlie, did I think through this thing before coming?
Exactly.
You see, that's the way it works. So the fact that you think wrong has been done against you doesn't mean wrong will be found to have been done against you. So she's free to go anywhere she feels like. She feels like. So that one there. Manin we say Arusha and Arusha and then go to Europe.
Yes, maybe or the could be.
Okay. Oh, feel free. I think, and that's what you expect of people who we task with upholding the rule of law.
Yes, and
where they feel that the rule of law has been breached, they are free.
Yes,
to raise. You see, but they are free. So but the fact that you fail doesn't mean that your failing is the fact.
Yeah. So one will say the law is the law.
Is the law.
Yeah.
The same thing. Masa.
The law is the law.
That's all.
That's all. The law is the law.
Okay.
I think, I don't know the people who are advising her, but she should just give this up.
Give it up.
And move on, because she's violated the rules governing her office, and she's paying the penalties. It's as simple as that. At her level, she should have seen it from the very beginning that pursuing this would rather cost me more than accepting my fate based on what you have done, just opposing same with what is written in the law regarding how you should conduct yourself. So I think...
But I also think there's a feeling on her part that whatever they are saying should not be grounds for my removal. Even if I did those things, you cannot remove me based on that.
So what she thinks overrides the law.
That's why I said there's a feeling on her part.
And if you can have a feeling that is wrong when it's tested in the court of law. And that has been done. And it has come out a number of times that what you did was wrong. And this is the way to go. Following the ECOWAS court ruling, I think she can test it further, like you were saying. She can take it a step further. But at the end of the day, you see, there's a line somewhere. It says that the court decision, that the third one, my summary, the court declined to re-evaluate evidence considered by domestic authorities.
Okay.
So you see, the courts outside would look at what the law of Ghana
says
about the thing.
Okay, so they do not want to go into...
Exactly.
Okay, so the question, maybe they're addressing their minds to the question of whether you've been treated unfairly.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the unfair treatment thing is not a strong ground to stand on. That's why she got none of the 7 reliefs she sought from the court. All were thrown out. She was treated fairly. You see, she's trying to confuse her feeling to be the law. Meanwhile, she said earlier, the law is the law. Irrespective of how you feel, the law will remain the law. So I think at this level, she should just stop being, I don't know if I should say, bitter. Your bitterness would not make your case right in the court of law. The court will look at what you have done compared to what the law said. If what you have done violates the law, you pay the penalties. Hence the removal.
I see.
It's as simple as that. Was she able to name a single person on the committee? She questioned the credibility of the committee that was put together to the back door to ask for $10 million.
$10 million. Anyway, that is in the case of the former Chief Justice. You know, recently one of the cases that came up was the arrest of a lady who they said was an actress. I think a UK actress who had been arrested in Australia with methamphetamine. And it was linked to Ghana. That was actually transported from Ghana or shipped from Ghana. Now, this is the Narcotics Control Commission. Last time they commented on this matter, they said they had begun investigations into this. And this was issued yesterday, 24th June 2028. And it says NACOT arrests key suspect in $296 million Australia-linked meth haul. The Narcotics Control Commission and the National Investigation Bureau have made their first arrest in an ongoing investigation into a 320 kilograms methamphetamine shipment. The drugs, which carry a street value of 296 million, were traced to a storage facility in Girrawin, Australia in April 2026. The arrest is a significant breakthrough in unmasking the syndicate responsible for moving and diverting the record-breaking haul. NACOC investigators are currently working alongside international partners to track down remaining suspects believed to be part of a wider multi-jurisdictional network. The arrest marks a pivotal moment in a coordinated international effort to dismantle the sophisticated transnational syndicate. This development is a critical step in our ongoing mission to disrupt high-level narcotics trafficking. The arrest provides vital intelligence as we work to identify and apprehend additional members of this global criminal network. The Commission remains committed to collaborating with international partners to safeguard the region from influence of large-scale drug trafficking organizations. Further arrests are expected as intelligence-led operations intensify across multiple jurisdictions. That's signed PNCO Francis Opoku-Amoah, who is Acting Director, Public Affairs and International Relations. So that's from NACOC, that they've arrested one person in connection with that arrest in Australia. The value of the meth is $296 million. And the weight is 320 kilograms. So that's significant drugs that are alleged to have been moved from here to Australia. And the NACOC has made some arrests in connection with that. They said they are looking for other people, other persons who are involved in that. So that's one update that we wanted to share with you. So that is in line with that. I think this morning too, I heard something about Kobna Minta Kando trying to reach out for some people, and they are saying they say they won't go.
Yeah, transfer shake up. This one.
Okay, no. You tell me the story. What's the story? What's the story?
It's a oil redeployment. Okay. Na adia no amfa because ebimwa they are resisting. Say enya dia omobeko. We ni short ibi or the bar or spider crater. Antino ma uko crater fen toso miensa or this idea the bench or say we should watch out or the akani nyina so be the ben ebe peso dia ba ti administrative shake up se mekanisa administrative shake up or the Ministry of Health.
And the people are refusing to go.
Sana Gratana and all.
He said which officers? Finance officers. Yeah. Okay. That one there. You see, the health people we can't tolerate. Administrators, no. Even the health people, we don't want to hear from this thing again. So I think at some point, leadership will have to take. Because at the end of the day, nobody will hold any of them accountable for any failures at those facilities. The people will be held accountable. The person will be held accountable ultimately. Is Komna Minta Kando. Let him do what he thinks can improve the facilities in question.
And then heads of finance, who transfer my own person because
he should transfer them. If they don't like, they can resign. There are many accountants around and many people who have studied finance. Give me 1 year, I'll be ready to take up one of the positions. They can resign. I think many a times anyway. This is from our colleague, Larry Alans Dogbe this morning. And this was posted on his social media. It says Justice Isaac Adolf, an Accra High Court judge, has just convicted me and sentenced me to 7 days imprisonment in the case involving Kevin Autry and Petraco SA. The Herald newspaper reported only on a petition filed by the multinational company with CID, Yoko, the IGP, Attorney General, etc. It says Ghana deserves better. journalism is not a crime. So he's saying he was sentenced to 7 days imprisonment. I don't know for what. In the case involving Kevin Autry and Mireku-sm.
He was sentenced this morning.
Yes, sentenced this morning to 7 days imprisonment.
have the
He said
details
that
of the case?
their only crime is that they reported on a petition filed by the multinational company. I'm guessing Mireku-sm. They filed a petition with CID, IOCO, IGP, Attorney General, and they just picked the petition and wrote a story on it. He says that's the reason he's been convicted and sentenced to 7 days imprisonment. Looks like an ongoing matter.
Yeah.
Judges are very territorial. So we'll find out what this is about subsequently. I'm sure you hear more.
Is it the case that they've disclosed things that are not supposed to be disclosed?
I am not so sure what this is about. To be very frank, not enough information.
All right.
Not enough information. Because a judge cannot, without basis, just sentence you.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, that's why typically I have a tendency to not support any arrest based on speech. Because ultimately it comes down to those of us whose job it is. Okay, so our job is built on the very idea of freedom of speech.
Yeah.
If you take away freedom of speech, our job becomes difficult. Yeah. Okay, so that's why I'm very uncomfortable with any arrest that has to do with the liberty and the freedom to speak, because then it will come back to me ultimately. Because if a judge can just find somebody guilty for saying something, imagine what the judge will do to you. So that's what I am cautious about. So when I hear this kind of things, I get scared because it can be very problematic for many of us. Yes, we all have a responsibility to be responsible, but our job is not, what do they call it? Nothing is that straightforward.
Yeah.
Nothing is that straightforward.
We have to look into the details.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm being careful about what I say about this.
That's correct.
But I'm always not a big fan of this kind of. I've never been. Okay. So that's the story. Larius Alansdogbe of the Herald newspaper. He says he's been sentenced to 7 days. 7 days imprisonment, convicted and sentenced to 7 days imprisonment for reporting. He said he only reported on a story, on a petition that he saw from, so I guess the petition coming from Mireku-sm. The petition was sent to the CID, IOCO, IGP, Attorney General. So Mireku-sm and Kevin Autry are involved in a legal tussle. So he said he was convicted and sentenced by Justice Isaac Addo of the Accra High Court. So, like I said, we'll be following up on the story.
Sena, na ye kaka transport one semno. Sena GPR2 is fully aware of the exploitation machine in their stations. Come to Kaswa and see. In the evenings, they don't load at the stations. They load along the road. The few that load at the station double the fare. Kaswa to Sena, the fare is 12 cedis. In the evening, sometimes they charge 30 cedis. Don't see any fiachi motor and they buy. Also about circle there. And a junkies, only determine the fare for the cars. The full glare of the police. The messenger. Also, they buy. We say good morning, Radio Good. Please, the government that we voted for is not helping at all in some of these decisions that people are talking. Okay, look at how pure water prices were increased. They didn't do anything about it. They are disappointed. Messenger on also the buy. No, say pure water. Then don't sign any call. We Dobro in Saum. Or say good morning, Radio Good. I absolutely agree with Nancy. The transport ministry is not performing well at all. Who at all is the minister? As a minister, Obisa, Nyami, no Obisa. Messenger.
The minister is Joseph Bukari Mikpe.
Yes. Who is the deputy?
It doesn't matter. Deputies are there only to replace.
Oh, but see, you governs Kwame Bojani, Alasan Sohini.
No.
Up and down.
If the minister give the deputy job, she will do it.
The deputy, what was we take your pictures.
They are deputy. they are deputizing for the minister. Don't bring the deputy.
That means I say, oh, Mao, you want to videos in pictures?
No. Don't you watch the video and don't you watch the pictures? Don't come and be complaining here over something because Nancy is complaining.
Yo, good morning, Sena. Please, my name is Mr. Kokroko Foster. Today is my wife's birthday. Her name is Confidence Kofi.
Oh, happy birthday to her.
Confidence Kofi. Happy birthday to you. The message also. Will be the message about say one so will be now kind to me. We are
really. The person says I'm the only one can
Harding Pick Farm said the suspended Chief Justice should know that not every battle strengthens a legacy, as President Donald Trump found out. I'm saying, okay, we
yes.
Yes. Harding Pick Farm the message.
Yes. No, anyway.
So could be always well.
No. Like I said, we should encourage people to freely do what they believe is right. It doesn't mean that they are right. And I think that's one thing we should point out to them constantly, that you can believe you are right, but you are not necessarily right. Okay, so a belated happy birthday to Ferdinand Theophilus Amega. He works with fire service. A belated happy birthday to you, sir. A belated happy birthday to you. And of course, thank you very much for making time to join us this morning on the Gold Morning Conversation. I'll leave you with this comments from Mr. Kumsung, who says, please tell SM that we did not take what we have. Apart from Jordan Semenyo Party, who has problems we all share, we don't have any quality in our team. Our performance in 2006 and 2010 was because we had quality. Obroni coaches like Djokovic and Rahevac, who insisted we must have our best professional players. So came, is it Esapia? Who is Esapia?
Who's Esapia?
Okay, I think Stephen Apia.
Okay.
ACN. Montari, Otoado, yes, the self-same as Samuel and Richard Kingston. In 2010, Ryback brought in most of the World Cup winning under 20 squad. Andrew Ayew, Kojo Asamoah, Jonathan Mensah to team up with John Mensah, Stephen Apia, Kingston, etc. He even convinced Kevin Prince Boateng to change nationality to play for Ghana. I remember vividly. The moment we knew we had lost Kudus, we should have brought in Dede Ayew. And what about seasoned APL internationals like Callum Hudson-Odoi, Edward Nketiah, and George Echampong? We have so many world-class players who are idle because we say they did not play in the AFCON qualifiers. In 1990, the Cameroon president convinced the FA to bring in 38-year-old retired Roger Miller into the team. He caused an upheaval in the tournament, scored 4 goals. Playing 20 minutes in every match, Cameroon beat Argentina, then defending champions on the way to the quarterfinals where they were robbed. And that's from a senior citizen.
Okay, senior citizen.
So you take it like that. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning. So we'll take it like that. We'll see you tomorrow with another edition of the Gold Morning Conversation. Do make a date with us. Of course, from the team, myself, SM, Nancy, Edem, Eric, and Patrick. We say enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. It's Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. I will not be sitting here. The Kojo Agba will sit here, and I'll come and sit here, and we'll all talk some. Every day people are talking some, I'm watching. So I will join them and we'll talk some. So make a date with us tomorrow on the Gold Morning Conversation. Coming up next is a mid-morning show with DJ Abega.
Bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Don't